Welcome to day 2 of Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. We have a great day of content scheduled for you today. And right now, we have some very special guests with us. My man Terry is going to introduce them.
All right. So, yeah, as Eric said, we have some special guests here from Bandai Namco. We have Hoshino-san.
Hi.
We have Suzaki-san. And then from Ishihara from TPC. And then also David from TPCI.
Hey there.
All right. So,
yeah,
let's talk about what the overarching concept of Pokken Tournament Deluxe.
ちょっとまず、改めてなんですけれども、ポッケントーナメント、というゲームなんですけども、どんなゲームでしょうか。
はい。どうもこんにちは。株式会社ポケモンの石原です。
Hello there, I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
ポッケントーナメントはですね、ポケモンの対戦アクションゲームですね。
So the Pokken Tournament is a really kind of a competitive action game, a fighting game with Pokemon.
おそらくこのライブ見てる方はいやいやもうポッケンのことなら俺もう随分知ってるよっていう人もたくさんいるかもしれません。
So I imagine a lot of you watching this segment probably already know what Pokken Tournament is, but
でも知らない人のために少しポッケントーナメントどういうものかっていうのを説明したいと思います。
But I do just want to quickly explain the basics of it for the people who haven't played the game before.
これまでポケモンのゲームというとプレイヤーはポケモンに命令を出してそしてそのポケモンが行動するというゲームだったと思います。
So in most Pokemon games, obviously you're taking the role of a trainer or something else, giving orders to the Pokemon to carry out different moves.
このポッケンはですね、プレイヤー自身がポケモンになって行動をしてそして技を繰り出して相手を倒さなければなりません。
But in Pokken Tournament, the unique thing about this is that you actually take direct control of the Pokemon to unleash moves and defeat your opponents.
なので、その10万ボルトも火炎放射も全部自分が繰り出すということになります。
So moves like Thunderbolt and Flamethrower, you're directly executing these moves.
でこのゲームはバンダイナムコさんがこれまでその格闘ゲームですとか対戦アクションゲーム、そういったものを非常に深く追求してこられた、そういったチームとタッグを組んでやっと実現しました。
And with this game, we obviously teamed up with Bandai Namco, are really just experts in their craft when it comes to fighting games and just kind of 3D action games.
で僕としては対戦アクションゲームや格闘ゲームをあまり触ったことがない人でも、触っているだけでなんかすごい技が出せるとか自分が強そうに見えるとか、そういうゲームになるように、頑張ってもらいました。
And so what we really focused on with this project is really making the action just look really cool. So even if you're not really an expert at fighting games, you're not really good at them, you can pick this game up and play, and with the very easy controls, just unleash these awesome looking moves and really just see something amazing happen on screen.
ですので、私が、初心者の私が触っていても結構僕は上手だぞっていうふうに感じることができます。
So even myself, I'm not very good at these games, but playing Pokken, I feel like I'm doing a really good job.
ちょっと具体的にね、新しいところ、そしてスイッチ版の特性みたいなところはぜひ星野さんの方から、お話ししていただきたいと思います。
So I think we're going to dive into some gameplay, but Mr. Hoshino will really cover some of the differences between the original Pokken Tournament and this new Pokken Tournament Deluxe version for Nintendo Switch.
はい、皆さんこんにちは。バンダイナムコスタジオの星野です。
I'm Hoshino from Bandai Namco Studios.
はい、そうですね。スイッチはですね、スイッチ版ではですね、新たにジュナイパーというポケモンを変えまして、全部で21匹のポケモンを使うことができます。
So in Pokken Tournament Deluxe for the Switch, we actually have some new Pokemon. One of them is brand new called Decidueye, and for a total of 21 playable battle Pokemon.
そうですね。早く画面を見せろっていう人がいると思うので、実際ゲームをプレイしながら皆さんに説明していきたいと思います。
So I think everyone's probably eager to see some gameplay, so I think we're going to dive right into it right now.
Let's do it, yeah.
じゃあ始めましょう。じゃあ、
All right, let's get started here.
と一緒に始めます。
I'm going to play against Suzaki here.
And one thing I want to mention briefly, really quick, we have different shirts here in the middle, and they all look really great. We got Gengar, Suicune, and Charizard.
皆さんそれぞれゲンガー、スイ君、リザードの T シャツを着てて、すごくかっこいいですね、デザインが。
はい、私のフェイバリットポケモンです。
I think we're each wearing a favorite Pokemon here.
僕大好きなポケモンです。
Yeah, definitely one of my favorite here.
はい。
All right, so we're going to jump into some local battles.
画面になります。
まずはローカルバトルか。
そうですね、ローカルバトルで始めていきたいと
So
思い
yeah,
ま
we'll
す。
definitely start with the local battle mode.
はい、じゃあせっかくですので私はジュナイパーを選びましょう。
I'm going to choose the new Pokemon Decidueye.
はい、じゃあ私はピカチュウを選びます。
And I'll play Pikachu.
はい、そしてですね、サポートポケモンも新たに、 ニャビーと足場にこのセットを変えました。
And as you can see on screen here, we've got a new set of support Pokemon in Litten and Poplio here.
はい、なのでこのサポートポケモンを選んでいきましょう。
I'm going to choose these for this battle.
はい、じゃあこれでいきたいと思います。
All right, let's get
そし
started
て、
here.
ステージも新しいステージ
There's
が
also
変
a
わって
couple
ま
of
す。
new stages
Hi,
in the game for Pokemon Tournament Deluxe.
サリアビーチという
This
ビー
one
チの
right
ス
here.
テージを変えました。
Salia Beach, it's obviously it takes place on a beach.
はい、ポッケンというゲームはですね、まずフィールドフェイスとデュエルフェイスという2つのフェイスがあるゲームになっています。
So for people who haven't played before, Pokken Tournament actually has two phases in which the fighting takes place. You start out in the field phase, and then there's also another phase called the duel phase.
はい、まず最初にですね、自分が一緒に連れていくこのサポートポケモンの選択になり
And
ま
at
す。
the beginning of the battle, you choose your support Pokemon that'll help you out in battle.
はい、今回はですね、スイッチ版なんで押すボタンで決めることもできます。
So you can also choose, press the button to choose these for the switch button.
まずフィールドフェイスですが、こうやって自由に動き回ることができま
And
す
then the。field phase here, you can run around the field, the battlefield, in a 360-degree movement.
さあ、こうやってある攻撃を当てるとこれでデュエルフェイスというモードになりまして、
And
こ
by-
うやって左右に動くような従来の格闘ゲームのような画面になります。
And by executing a specific move, you'll leave the field phase and enter what's called the duel phase, which is more of a traditional fighting game, kind of side-by-side view.
はい、じゃあジュナイパーならではのこの技ですね。影抜いて技を使うと相手のサポートポケモンを使えなくすることができます。
The move I just pulled off there with Decidueye, it actually prevents the opponent. It's kind of a debuff that makes it so they can't use their support Pokemon.
また先ほど石原社長からありました通り、ポケモンのこのポッケンというのは簡単にポケモンの技を出すことができます。
And in Pokken Tournament, also with Deluxe, it's very easy to execute really cool moves with the simple controls.
はい、例えばこのジュナイパーなんですけども、その前とポケモンと A ボタンを押すだけでこんな強力な技を出すことができるんです
So
ね。
by just pushing the direction forward on the D-pad and also hitting the A button, you're able to execute awesome-looking moves like you just showed on screen.
はい、そしてサポートポケモンがゲージが溜まっているので使いましょう。
And then you have a support Pokemon gauge, and once that's filled, you can
Yeah,
use the
Suzaki
support
が使ってもらうかな。
Pokemon. So I'm going to have Suzaki here use his support
はい、
Pokemon to
で
show
は
you.
足回りを使います
I'm going to bring up Poplio,
はい、それまで使うとですね、ジャンプ2回できるようになるんですね。
and with Poplio's kind of buff there, you're able to jump twice. We ran out of time, it looks like.
タイムがちょっとなかったですね。はい。
説明長いんだよ。
You're taking too long to explain this.
2ラウンド目はですね、ちょっとじゃあ本気で戦いたいと言ってみましょう
All right,
か
I
ね。
think we're going to go into a real match here. No holds
Hi.
bar.
丁寧に行き過ぎたの。
はい。
Took too much time to explain it there.
足回りは、2回ジャンプができるようになるので、攻撃のタイミングをずらしたり着地のタイミングをずらしたり戦略の幅が広がるようになっています
So with Populio's buff that lets you actually double jump, it really changes the strategy because you can kind of adjust your timing when you land on the ground or also when you execute an airborne move.
はい、ジュナイパーですね、こうやって空中でこうやってとどまることができるんです。空中から攻撃したりとか。その
And
ことができる
Decidueye, as you can see, it kind of float in the air there to really kind of delay its movement and unleash attacks in the air.
さあ、そしてポッケンというゲームはですね、このバースト共鳴ゲージが溜まると共鳴バースト状態になることができます。
And then as you can see, there's this burst gauge kind of lighting up right here, but there's these there's a synergy system in the Pokken Tournament game. When it's filled up, you can use a synergy attack.
じゃあピカチュウの方で共鳴バーストしてみます
So I'm going to try doing a synergy burst attack with Pikachu.
一定時間すごいパワーアップすることができます
And you can really power up when you're in this synergy burst mode.
はい、そしてこの最中だけ使える強力なバーストアタックという技があり
You
ま
can use
す。
this powerful super move called the
外してし
burst
まいました。
attack. Didn't work out though.
なんか防いでいる人がいますけど。
There's someone blocking here.
Hi.
Not let they show the cool move on screen.
はい。足前ですね、足前使って、
はい
Popular with the buff attack.
はい、こうやってジャンプで相手の攻撃をかわしたりとか、そ
Double
んなこと
jump
ができた
now.
りしますね。
Easy to evade the opponent's attacks this way.
あ、
And I love switching back and forth between the phase shifts. It basically just makes the battle so dynamic. It's always changing because the characters actually play differently in each mode.
やっぱフェーズシフト、そのフェーズごとにその遊び方っていうのはやっぱポケモンによって違うんですよね。
そうなんですよ。はい。デュエルフェーズが得意なポケモンだったり、フィールドフェーズが得意なポケモンだったり、多彩なポケモンを用意しています。
Yeah, so there's actually a wide variety of Pokemon. Some are better in the field phase, some are better in the duel phase. So you really have to kind of mix them up.
Oh, yeah.
はい。じゃあそうですね。じゃあ第2戦の方に行きますか。
All right, let's move on to the. I guess we'll do a second battle here. 'Cause
あ、私やりましょうか。
はい。
はい。
actually, for that,
じゃあ私と須崎さんで
It's going to be a battle between Ishihara and Suzaki.
ただですね、今回のスイッチ版はですね、ここにありますように、一人でこうやって携帯モードで、プレイすることができる。
For the Switch version, you can play like this.
携帯モードですね。
It's just the portable mode.
でそれで、今度もし例えば僕が須崎さんと対戦したいということになったときに、ジョイコンをこう抜いてですね、そして須崎さんに渡して1個僕が持って、そしてこのスタンドを、立ててですね、そして、これで、映りますか。
And if we're out and about, we can actually just kind of split the controllers from the Switch, hand them over to each other, and battle pretty much anywhere with just one Switch unit, like I'm just showing right here. Not sure if it's going to show up well on the screen.
っていうふうにプレイして、打つことができます。つまり、1台で、2人で、対戦ができるという形になります。
So in this tabletop mode, you can really just take one Switch and play with pretty much anywhere you want with another player.
Awesome.
で実際私もこれ昨日のリハーサルで相当、やって感覚も全くジョイコンの小さな中でも複雑な技ができるということが分かりました。
So when we were practicing yesterday, actually, we were playing with these small Joy-Con, and actually they're really easy to use with this game. It's really easy to execute all of the commands and play the game, even with the smaller controller size.
Yeah.
なのでこれでちょっと須崎さんと対戦したかったんですけど、向こう側だと我々ちょっと見えないので、ただこの対戦モード非常にスイッチ版ではハイライトですので、こういう遊び方でぜひ遊んでいただきたいなと
So
思い
this
ます。
is obviously a big highlight of Pokken Tournament Deluxe on the Switch. I wanted to show you guys kind of a tabletop mode battle, but obviously it's going to be kind of difficult for us to see while facing the camera here, so we're going to switch back to the TV mode.
ちょっと今日はこれだと我々対戦できないので、こちらのモードに戻りますけど、ぜひこちらで遊んでいただきたいなと思います。
So yeah, we're going to go back to the TV mode, but I do hope everyone gives this tabletop mode a try. It's really fun.
じゃあ私にください。はい。
I'm very excited to see Mr. Ishihara play Pokken Tournament Deluxe here on the Treehouse Live
ポッケン
stage
ディラッ
today.
クスを実際遊ぶというところをすごく僕はワクワクしてたので。
私 T シャツの通り、リザードンで、プレイします。
So going off the character that's on my T-shirt here, I'm going to choose Charizard,
今回はルカリオでいきます。
and I will play Lucario.
じゃあこれは同じで。はい。
And one thing you'll see is the scale of the characters. Charizard is actually going to be much larger than a lot of the other Pokemon.
ポッケンで特徴でもあると思うんですけども、やっぱ大きいポケモンと小さいポケモンそれぞれあって、その大きさの違いっていうのははっきりとゲーム画面でわかるんですよね。
はい、大きくて強いので私。
And Charizard,
はい、
as the size implies, is very powerful.
はい、そうですね。リザードンはパワータイプのポケモンになっていまして、中距離と近距離あたりが得意なポケモンになっています。
So Charizard is definitely really strong when it comes to the close quarters and mid quarters combat.
はい、じゃあやりますよ。
Here we go.
できるのか
Not sure if I'm going to be able to
解
do
放
this.
者炎のパンチですね。
Oh, there's fire punch.
パンチ。前とポケモン技だけで今の炎パンチ。クリアダイブですね。
結構なんかやってる感じがしますね。僕地球投げってやってみたいんですけ
I'm
ど。
trying to execute this seismic toss move.
地球投げってどういうボタンで？
上と A ボタンだけですね。
上と A。
You press up and A.
素晴らしいです
There
ね。
you go. Oh, good job.
素晴らしい。
大ダメージですね。ちょっと
That's
最
a
近
ton
は
of damage too.
浮遊しつつ A。
Then you can levitate a bit and press A there.
例えば使うと自分の体力も削ってしまうので気をつ
You
けて
can
くだ
execute
さい
that。flare blitz move, but it also does a little bit damage to the player.
すんごい強い感じがする。
As you can see, yeah, Charizard really kind of exemplifies its strength.
まあね、ですね。
はい、サポートポケモンの選択をして、はい、次のラウンド
We've
です
chosen our
ね。
support Pokemon going into round 2 here.
はい、今回ですね、このスイッチ版なんですけれども、はい、ワイワイバンダイナムコとしてはその60フレームにこだわっています。
60 frame per
Hi.
Yeah, so at Bandai Namco, we're really focused on making it run really smoothly on the Switch version, of course, running at a full 60 frames per second here.
はい。この据え置きモードもちろんテーブルモードでも60フレームで遊ぶことができます。
And that also applies to tabletop mode. So even if you've taken out of the dock, it's still going to be running in 60 frames and you're battling against each other.
そして須崎はここでバーストアタックですね。
Oh, that's a burst attack there. Suzaki-san is really unleashing on him.
石原さんにバーストアタックだ。
Oh
さあこれ
man,
は
hit Mr. Ishihara with the burst attack.
さあニャンビを使いました。ニャンビはヒットポイントが
There's Litten.
そして石原社長の方も さあここでバーストアタックが
And then
入る
it's a
か
kind of a late move from Ishihara.
Ah,
Burst
oh,
attack.
oh,
Oh, it didn't land.
やっぱダメか。
いや
Didn't work out.
ちょっと惜しかったですね今のは、
Yeah, that
は
was
い
too bad.
さあただ体力が1ですね
But only
はい
one
まだ
HP
チャンスありますよ
Still has a chance. No.
はい
Comeback.
はいまだもう1ラウンドあります
頑張ります
これ最初のラウンド
One final round
はいこれを取った方が勝ちになりますね
So whoever wins this last round is obviously going to emerge the victor of the match.
Stakes are high.
Sudden death right there.
さあ石田社長の方ははいゲージが半分溜まってるんでこれはページを取ると結構溜まります
So yeah, using these moves with Charizard, the burst gauge goes up really quickly.
さあ
違うか。いえいえ。
さあ石原さんの方もう一回止まりました
Ah, now he's got his burst, synergy
さあ
burst.
これは
Doing the burst attack. Is it going to land?
当たりましたね
And it hit.
バーストアタック決まるかなこれは
That might be the end of the match, and there it is.
はい煉獄ブレイズですね今の
ありがとうございます
That was
煉
a
獄ブレイズ。
はい
move
ぜひご覧
called
ください
Searing
はい
Blaze.
いやも
The
うね
burst, special synergy burst attack for Charizard.
Quite an ending to
なん
the
か接
battle.
待プレイのようなものをしていただきました。
いやいやその
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます
いやでも僕もすごく自分が強い感じがして、ね、楽しいゲームだと本当思います。
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really got the feeling that I'm good at this game, even though maybe perhaps that's not the case.
Sweet. Well, I want to fight Terry.
I think
Okay.
it's time for our
じゃあ、
our
これから
turn.
エリックとテリーが対戦する時間になると思うんですけれども。
どうぞはい
All right, let's hand the controllers over to you guys.
That is one cool thing about this game is you can jump into it without having a lot of knowledge. I'm not going to say I'm a great player in this game, but the skill ceiling is also very high. I mean,
Yeah.
you can get really good at this game, and we'll actually see that in a bit from some better players than us.
あ
But
あそうです
for
ね、石原
now,
さんもおっしゃってたん
let's
ですけれ
jump
ど
into
も
this.
結構アクションゲーム苦手な人でもかっこいいアクションを簡単に出せるんですけれども、まあ、それと同時にかなり奥も深いので、まあ、この後多分皆さんも見られると思うんですけれどもすごい、スキルの、まあ、高いプレイヤーのプレーが多分ちょっと違う感じに見えるんじゃないかなと思います。
そうですね。はい大丈夫ですか。
Come on, controller. You can do this.
Let's try this again.
LR
All right.
on P2 controller.
あちょっと大丈夫かなはいはい
I think we're having a.
ちょっとと
We're going to reconnect the
Little
controller really
controller
quickly.
problem here.
Maybe it got pulled out.
So as we're working on that, can you guys tell us about? So obviously we're playing locally here, but
Okay, okay.
can you tell us about the online?
ああ今回ローカル対戦をやってるんですけども、オンラインの部分でも今回スイッチで何か変わったことありますか？
あそうですね今回はオンラインにはグループマッチとリプレイ機能っていうのを追加しました
So yeah, and for the online functionality, we actually added a new mode called group matches, and also a really in-depth replay functionality.
I want it.
グ
Boom.
ループマッチは最大100人までのグループをユーザーが作ることができてその中で自由に気軽に対戦したりランキングを競ったりすることができます
最大100人。
100人で
Yeah.
す、はい
So yeah, in the group matches, you can actually form groups of up to 100 players, in which you guys can just freely set up the conditions of the matches and just play with each other.
またリプレイの方は、友達との対戦を見直したりあと強い人の対戦を見たりということができるようになります
And with the replay mode, it's really in-depth. You can kind of see the replays of your friends' matches and also really high-level players and kind of watch exactly how they play.
Exactly, and that really helps for the high-level players to replay and watch what they've done before, and to really learn and kind of go back to the lab and research on their
Yeah.
own moves.
そうですね、高いスキルを持っているプレイヤーのこのリプレイを見てやっぱこう勉強するっていうのもやっぱできますよね。
そうですねあとその高いスキルの人とか、遊び方がいろいろあるのでそこがグループマッチっていうものでいろいろ住み分けて遊んでいただければなというふうに考えています
So yeah, and then you can also go into the group matches and kind of watch all these different play styles that people have in this, condensed group.
There we
Hi.
go. On this little support here.
はい
Sport versus sport.
石原さんこのスイッチタイトルこの最初の特権ということについて、
Come on.
はいどうでしょうかね
So, Mr. Ishihara, I just want to ask you, how do you feel having Pokken Tournament Deluxe be the first Pokemon game on the Switch?
ポッケンってそもそも言い出しっぺが私だったんですよね。
So with Pokken Tournament, actually, I was the one who really brought up the idea of the game.
バンダイナムコさんに行ってポケモンの格闘ゲーム作りたいっていうので原田さんにねお話をしたのが最初だったんですけれども、
So yeah, at the beginning, we actually went over to Bandai Namco and we said we want to have you guys make a Pokemon fighting game. We were talking to Mr. Harada of kind of Tekken series fame, and that was how this project really began.
そしたらバンダイナムコの中で最もポケモンに詳しい人間が出てきたんですよ。
And then, after we had that discussion, there was a person at Bandai Namco who just knows about Pokemon really better than anyone.
それが星野さんだった。
And that's Mr. Hoshino right here.
星野さんはね、ポケモンのあらゆるゲームに精通してるんですね。
And Mr. Hoshino, and it really isn't just for this fighting game, but he knows everything about pretty much all of the Pokemon games.
だからカードゲームももちろんそうですし、もちろんビデオゲームもそ
So
う
he
です。
plays all the video games, the trading card game. He's very good at all of
何で
that.
も私より詳しい。
So he probably knows more about Pokemon than even I do.
ポケモン GO もコイキングもですね
And also,
ポケモン GO は今レベルいくつでしたっけ？
レベルは34なんですけど
level 34 in Pokemon Go. I asked to play Jump Magikarp. Magikarp Jump.
マジカープジャンプってね、跳ねるコイキングね、私ランクは52まで行っていて、でみんながすごいすごいって自慢してたんですけど、で星野さんにランク聞いたら今いくつでしたっけ？
今120代目です
もうね、
ね
ちょっとね、あなたバカですかっていうぐらいちょっとやり込んでる。
So especially with Magikarp Jump, I mean, I was level 50 and I was kind of bragging about how high I got, but then I asked Mr. Hoshino, like, oh, so how are you doing in the game? He said he was already on his 120th, I guess 120th level of the Magikarp, so I don't know, I think he's just kind of crazy about Pokemon games.
はい
だからそういうそのポケモンエンスジェストのね、星野さんと須崎さんに任せれば絶対ゲームができるというふうに確信します。
So I really knew, I mean, I truly believed that if we were to give this project in the hands of Mr. Hoshino and also Mr. Suzaki here, they'd create an awesome game.
はい私のポケモン愛はですねここにいるディレクターの須崎によって、このゲームに落とし込んでもらった形になります。
So with Mr. Suzaki as the director at the helm of the project, he was able to take my deep love for Pokemon and really turn it into an awesome game.
And definitely taking the Pokemon franchise and bringing it onto a Tekken type of fighting style. It's that first action, instant action. People, Pokemon fans, they love that. And this is one thing that, even for myself, this is one thing I want to see.
自分もポケモンファンなんですけども、やっぱこう直感的なこのアクションっていうのは格闘ゲームというかアクションゲームっていう形でポケモンを操作できるというのは非常にやっぱり喜ばしいことですよね。
はいそうですね。あとですねこのスイッチ版なんですけれども、この後にちょっと見せようかなと思うんですけども、オフラインのモードもですね結構充実してるんですよ。さっきちょっとオフラインで今回加えたところとか。
So actually, just going to have Mr. Suzaki really talk about some of the other features we've added to the offline mode, pretty much the single player content.
はい、オフラインには今回チームバトルというものを入れました。
It's not necessarily single player content, but we have this new mode called Team Battles, actually.
これは3匹のポケモンでチームを組んで3対3のバトルをするものになります。
And with the team battles, each player chooses 3 Pokemon, and they battle against each other. They have one match, which is a kind of a 3-on-3.
もともともっとたくさんのポケモンを使いたいっていうお話がありましたので、それをポケになんかチームバトルっていうものをアレンジして落とし込んだ形になります。
And so we heard from fans they really wanted to use the Pokemon a lot more, use more of them in a match, and so we kind of tried to answer that with this 3-on-3 match that lets you choose multiple Pokemon.
はい、そうですね。今この対戦画面見てもらった通り、今までにないですね。このリアルな表現のポケモンを描くことに、私は頑張りました。
And one of the other things we really focused on was just kind of portray the Pokemon in a more realistic sense that you really haven't seen in a lot of the other games.
でスイッチでもこのリアルなこのポケモンたちのこの60フレームの躍動感というのを重視しています。
Really focused on making the action just look really dynamic and smooth. That's why we went with 60 frames per second, even on on the Nintendo Switch here.
そうですね。あと鈴木は何かこのポッケンで重視していることって何かあるかな。
So, Mr. Suzaki, is there anything that you really focused on? You had something in mind when you were making this game?
はい、そうですね。僕もそのガチの格闘ゲーマーではないので、その辺もう見て楽しいというところも重要視して作りました。
So we wanted to make this less of a really hardcore only fighting game. So that's why we focused on making the action just look really cool. So even if you're just spectating, you don't really know about fighting games, you'll be able to really enjoy just watching the game.
そうですか。僕結構ガチだと思いますけど。
I don't know. I got the impression this was a really hardcore fighting game.
でもない。
ガブリアスが勝ちましたね。今ここ選んでもらってるステージなんですけれども、ここレジルーインっていうステージになりまして、レジシリーズです。レジギガス、レジアイズ。
So this is actually a new stage here. It's called the Regi Ruins. Kind of focus on all the different Regigigas and the other Regi Pokemon.
ここも結構背景もですよ。このリアルに
Oh, nice.
結構描いてますし、背景にも実はですね、結構いろんなポケモンが隠れてるんですね。
And one of the cool things about the stage is we really threw in a lot of kind of cool references and other Pokemon. They're just kind of in the background there hiding out.
はい、そうですね。この背景のポケモンを探したりするのも面白いかもしれません。
So it might be a lot of fun for Pokemon fans to kind of peek around and find out what's in there.
Nice.
さあ、今バシャーモが、はい、これメガバシャーモになっていますが、
So Blaziken just actually evolved into did Mega Evolution.
はい、この2人うまいですね、実は。
You guys are good.
We're trying our best.
頑張ってます。
なんか司会者の役割果たしてないんです。
Not really talking too much, even though you're MCs in this corner.
We're in the heat of battle.
In the
bro.
zone, yeah.
もうちょっとバトルに集中してます。
はい、お、素晴らしいですね。はい。
Terry's win.
That was
That was
mine.
Terry's
That was
win.
my win.
Awesome.
はい、じゃあそうですね。今須崎が説明したチームバ
So
ト
I
ル
think
やってみましょうか
we。want to give that team battle 3-on-3 mode that Mr. Sasaki just explained a try.
And I'm really excited for this mode. Being a Pokemon fan, definitely just choosing one Pokemon to battle it was really a hard decision to figure out which Pokemon I want to battle with. But having now that I can choose up to 3 Pokemon for this one match, that really satisfies my needs.
ポケモンファンとしてのやっぱ非常に楽しみなモードですよね。やっぱ今まで本当に1匹をこう、まあ、選ぶ必要があったんですけども、それ選びづらいっていうのがあったので、まあ、今回はもう最大3匹まで、まあ、てか3匹を選んで戦うので、まあ、好きなだけ好きなポケモンを選べるっていうモードになります。
そうですね。じゃあ私はですね、今 T シャツに着ているこのゲンガーを使っていきましょうかね。
So playing off my T-shirt, I'm going to choose Gengar here.
Nice.
まあ、そうすると自分もスイ君も
And of course, I guess I'll have to do the same and choose Suicune here.
はい。はい、ここは今はい、スイッチでね、新たに加わったポケモン中心で選んでいますね。
And this is kind of a new feature to the Switch. Depending on which button you press and your opponent can't see this, you can choose the order in which the Pokemon appear
Exactly.
or go into battle.
最初に戦うポケモンを選択するんですけど、相手に分からないようにボタンで選択するようになっています。
So yeah, you press one of the buttons, and obviously your opponent doesn't see that, so that decides which Pokemon goes out first. So it's kind of a guessing game.
Yep, a nice kind of like poker type of style where you think you know what the opponent's choosing for their first lead off, but it's not actually the case.
まあポーカーみたいな感じで、この相手の読み合いっていう
そうですね。
まあやる必要があるということですよね。
はい。
この辺の分かりやすい駆け引きっていうものを、まあ、ゲームは重視しているので、それがまあチームバトルに反映されていると思います。
So yeah, there's definitely that kind of element of trying to read your opponent, that kind of fun back and forth, and we definitely have a lot of that in this game.
さあ、じゃあこのフィルムスタジアムを選んでいきましょう
To。the Ferrum Stadium.
さあ、3対3のバトルです。
We're fine.
はい、ここで初めてどのポケモンを最初に選んだかが分かります。
はい。はい、ゲンガーって言いましたけど、最初先発はですね、ダークライを選びました。
Okay, you chose Darkrai as my first here.
はい。はい、これはですね、ガチで対戦していきますのでよろしくお願いしますね。
All right, so this is actually going to be a real serious battle, so we're going to focus on this.
すごい楽しみだね。
はい。
Looking forward to it.
はい。
ダークはですね、いろんな、はい設置をしていく形で、分身をこうやって設置していって、攻撃していく、そんな感じです。
So as you can see with Darkrai, you can actually kind of split and set one of your kind of shadows in the
Ah,
stage, and then
honestly,
just
yeah.
attack from there. It's a really unique fighting style.
あ、いたいたいたいた。
And I love all the effects with Darkrai. You can definitely see that dark type Pokemon.
もうやっぱダークライっていうのはすごい悪タイプポケモンらしいこうかっこいいエフェクトと演出があるみたいですね。
はい、これでダーク4という技を使うですね、さっき表面バストって言いましたけど、それ以外のダークライだけの特別な強いモードになることができるんですね。
So actually Darkrai, other than Synergyverse, it has its own special kind of mode where it can power up and use these very powerful moves.
はい、とても強いモードになっています。
Oh, wow.
とても強いモードあったんですけど負けてしまいました。
Of course, I said I powered up and I was really strong, but I still lost.
はい、
ガチになってます、ね。
そして負けてですね、自分の次のポケモンを選ぶことができますね。
And then once you've
は
lost,
い
you get to again choose the next Pokemon that goes out.
はい、じゃあ次は私のフェイバリットポケモンでいこうかな。
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
use my favorite Pokemon here.
はい。さあ、ここで応援が発動して、さあ、ラウンド2です。
Right, second round here.
So I did notice that Suicune actually has its HP remaining from the previous match. And so it
あ、
sounds
吹雪が痛いですね。
今気づいたんですけども、スイ君の体力って、まあ、先のラウンドのそのまんまになってるんですけれども、
ちょっとだけ回復してるんですよ実は。
ちょっとだけ回復。
So there is
は
a
い
slight recovery between rounds, but yeah, it stays the.
あと共鳴ゲージは引き継ぎます。
And then also the synergy gauge actually carries over between
そう
battles.
なんですね。だ
between
から
rounds.
ちょっとこれは厳しい状態になってきました。
I'm getting beaten pretty badly here.
Let's go Gengar.
レッツゴーゲンガー。
Gengar, ganbare.
ちょっとですね、これゲンガー共鳴ゲージを、
Oh,
は
there
Got my
it is.
synergy gauge up with Gengar here.
い、はい、じゃあ次行きましょうか。
All right, now on the next round.
はい、どんどん行きましょう。
次のポケモンを選ぶのもこのラウンド間でできるというところが、まあ、チームバトルとしては新しいのかなと思います。
And as you can see, the button prompts there. That's one of the unique traits of the team battle. You're able to choose the next Pokemon that comes out without your opponent knowing.
ゲージの状況とか相手のポケモンを選べて、選ぶことができます。
So yeah, you kind of just maybe look at what your opponent still has, how much HP they have, what their synergy gauge is like, and then you kind of choose which Pokemon you bring out based on that.
Right, because some Pokemon might be more effective against others, so you need to make sure you're choosing tactically.
まあそうですね。ポケモンの相性というかその強い弱いっていうのは多分あると思うので、まあそういう戦略を考えながらっていう感じで選んでいくんですよね。
そうですね。はい。
That's correct. Yeah. All right.
So it looks like we got one of the newer Pokemon for Nintendo, the Pokken tournament Switch.
ああ、
So
今
we
回
have
新たに加わったポケモンですよね。出てきたのが。
はい、
一番で。
グレッグですね。
グレクルってサポートポケモンじゃなかったっけ？
Krogan. I thought Krogan was a support Pokemon before.
出世したのかな？
I guess it definitely got promoted from a support Pokemon here.
結構こうやって逃げ回ることができる。
あー
Think about Krogan because it can really evade the opponent easily, run around.
The Krogan is tiny.
And もうすごく小さいのでやっぱこう
あ
こうやって結構逃げ回っちゃう感じですね。
So you're able to just run around, kind of a pesky Pokemon.
これは結構きついな。
I'm not sure I'm gonna win this.
さあもう共鳴入っていくしかないか。
Well,
レンガのバーストアタックです。
This is Gengar Synergy Burst Attack.
wow.
that's awesome. That's crazy.
すごくかっこいいですね。
さあこれで自分がリードしましたね。
All right, now I'm in the lead here.
はい。最後はエンペルトでいき
I'm
ま
gonna
す。
come out with Empoleon.
はい、エンペイトはですね、ポケモン技が、ポケモン技からポケモン技につながる強力なポケモンになっています。はい、
何技がですか？
ポケモン技からポケモン技につながるっていう感じですね。
So I guess it uses Empoleon uses a variety of Pokemon moves. 秘伝技のこと。
そうですね。
ああ
秘伝技から秘伝
So
技。
yeah, a lot of the, like for example, the HMs that you would see in the traditional games, Empoleon knows a lot of those kind of specific moves.
さあ、という間に負けてしまいましたが、これで私も最後のポケモンになりますね。
All right, now it's
2
last.
to 2. This is the
This is
final.
going to be the final round here. I've run out of Pokemon other than Scizor here.
さあ、最後はハッサムです。
This is Scizor.
ハッサムは追撃の舞という技を使って追撃を溜めていく感じになりますね。
So Scizor can use a move called Sword Dance, where it actually stores up these swords behind it, as you can see there.
It's amazing.
So many inventive moves and kind of styles of play with these different Pokemon.
そうやっぱポケモンごとに本当に遊び方が全然違うという印象がありますね。
そうなんですね。
Yeah, that's definitely true.
さあ、これで
All right.
結構リードした。
Oh, I'm in the lead, but
あ、しまった。
the Empoleons.
Right.
Oh, I think I got beat there.
エンペイトの共鳴バストアタックはですね、掴み攻撃になってるんで、ガードしてても、
あ
So the thing about Empoleon's synergy burst attack is that it's actually a grab move, so if you're blocking, it'll land anyway.
ちょっと自分まだ溜まってないからな。
たまりましたね
My。synergy gauge is oh no, my synergy gauge is full.
さあ、
All right, well, I think that is actually enough time. That's all we have time for. We just saw some play, but we're actually going to jump down to the show floor, and you're going to see the Pokken Tournament Deluxe Invitational for 2017. And we're going to see some top-level play. It's going to be awesome. Then we'll be back after that with Yoshi, so please stick around.
So it's always going to be YouTuber versus YouTuber. And
all right, we'll say personality versus. Good morning from E3 and welcome to the 2017 Pokken Tournament Deluxe Invitational. We've got a packed house here. Excited to see 8 YouTube and Twitch personalities battle it out in a 4-team Waseda-style format as we get set to see some of the new features in Pokken Tournament Deluxe. Welcome in, I'm Jordan Kent, alongside with our 2 analysts, Vicky, Kitty, and D1. And Vicky, as we get set to see these core gameplay mechanics that our Twitch personalities obviously have mastered, but our YouTube personalities might try to grasp, what are they focusing in on?
so what you want to focus on are the different phases of the game. For those of you who are starting out for Pokken Tournament, please be aware what field phase and duel phase is. As we see our contestants battle out for Pokken Tournament Deluxe, you guys will see the different changes and how the battling will continue between field phase and duel phase.
And D1, there are some differences in this version, obviously. There's a reason why you call it Deluxe. What are we expected to see from the Pokken Tournament edition that we were familiar with on Wii U? What are the differences with this Deluxe edition?
True, there are definitely a lot of people thinking, why should I pick up the Switch version of the game if it came out on Wii U? Well, let me tell you something. There's Krogunk, Darkrai, Scizor, and Empoleon. Characters that were available in arcade in Japan are now finally coming stateside. And not only that, we also have the Decidueye. Also, there's split screen mode, which allows people to be able to play locally at home. And not only split screen, but you could also have 2-player on one screen playing. So one character in the foreground and one in the background duking it out. And the last thing I wanted to mention is that we also have 2 new support Pokemon with Litten and Popplio.
Lots of exciting new things in this Pokken Tournament Deluxe Edition that are 4 teams and 8 competitors will be taking place in. And Vicky, you look at sort of how to understand some of the core mechanics, as we mentioned, and sort of being able to not only master and control your Pokemon, but then read and react to what the other opponent is doing.
Right, so how the game normally works with mechanic-wise is a rock, paper, scissors game. You want to always be one step ahead of your opponent and understand what beats what. So, you know, you always have to be one step ahead and understand if you do manage to win that trade, you do manage to get a lot out of it, like a critical that deals extra damage.
Let's take a look at our bracket and take you through a tour of some of the action we'll have going on this morning. Match 1, you're going to see, here's how things break down. Best 2 out of 3 rounds, that's going to win you a game. Best 2 out of 3 games, that's going to win you a match, which means you can advance in the bracket. You see the matchups here. We'll have the YouTube personalities battle it out first, then the Twitch personalities. If there is a 3rd game necessary to decide a match, then you will have the winner from the YouTube personalities taking on the winner of the Twitch personalities to see who advances in the match. So it's very exciting. And D1, to see, obviously, these Twitch personalities, very, very seasoned at this game particularly, against these YouTube personalities that they're still trying to grasp maybe some of the fundamentals here.
Oh, indeed. And let's not even forget about some of the pros that we have here as well, teaming up with these Twitch and YouTube personalities. It's going to be really interesting seeing how they face off, because some of the pros that we have in-house come from different fighting game communities. So I think we're going to see some really interesting things here today.
We're ready for our first match, so please welcome to the stage Matt Pat from Game Theory and his wife Stephanie Patrick as they get set to take center stage in our first matchup of the morning. Please give them a warm round of applause. And now it's interesting because we have the husband-wife duo going up. After they go on, our Twitch personalities, Ken and Alistair, will then battle it out. And as we mentioned, if it's necessary, a 3rd game, you have the winner from the YouTube personalities taking on the winner of the Twitch personalities. As we said, Stephanie Patrick, wife of Matt Pat. Throwing them in the fire right off the bat here, Vicky.
I just hope whoever loses gets to compensate and do the dishes later that night, because there are going to be some hands being thrown.
And D1, these YouTube personalities, they're going to select their character prior to the match. And so they're obviously going to know who's going with who. But when you look at getting a chance to get familiarized with this, what are some of those core things that people that are first getting introduced to this really need to learn to grasp?
When it comes to a Pokken tournament, first and foremost, not only do you have to understand what kind of character you're going into, but the support Pokemon that can help also complement your character. Depending on which support Pokemon you're using, you can actually have the upper hand in a match that maybe wasn't in your favor at first.
When you talk about the support Pokemon, there's offensive and defensive types of support Pokemon. How interesting is it that a lot of these fighters will try to find that support Pokemon that either contrasts their playstyle or supports it?
Oh, indeed. There's some Pokemon that actually allow players that are really into rushdown find a way to get through projectile zoners, while other Pokemon can actually just clear a path for those people that maybe get pressured way too much. And here we already have it. Scizor, one of my favorite Pokemon, taking the stage.
Two of the new Pokemon you can catch in Pokken Tournament Deluxe on Switch as that comes out. Matt Pat versus Stephanie Pat. Scizor versus Empoleon. Let's get this started off in field phase right now. Scizor gonna unleash a couple projectiles right here, get some damage on Empoleon. Meanwhile, Empoleon doing a fine job of blocking Vicky, and being able to master that block is critical.
It is very critical, and as we saw right there already, a phase change. This is where you're gonna see the most damage being done. This is dual phase. You wanna rack up as much damage as possible, and immediately with another phase shift right there,
Matt Pat as Empoleon putting some pressure on Stephanie Pat, who is going to be Scizor. Meanwhile, Scizor doing a fine job of zoning out Empoleon early on here, D1.
But you already see Empoleon just using Aqua Jet to get inside. Empoleon, not quite the fastest character, but if he's able to use Aqua Jet, he has 4 different options out of it that allows him to get in, and already right there taking the first round over Scizor.
Empoleon with the grab to secure that one. That means Matt Pat gets the victory. If Matt wins one more round, he's victorious, and there's something about marriage advice. You can either be victorious or happy, so I'll let you think about that one, Matt, as you get set for the next round here. Now, as we get set, we saw with Scizor, Stephanie Pat really struggling for the most part to get a lot of big hits on Empoleon. Empoleon doing a fine job of blocking Vicky.
although Empoleon may be very slow in his own way, when he gets in, he does immense amount of damage, and that is exactly what we saw that last game. But at the moment, we're not seeing that right now. We're seeing a completely different game compared to the last game we were introduced to.
Full synergy gauge for both players right now, and how important is that synergy gauge, D1, as far as the timing of when you want to use it?
So with the synergy gauge, you can actually use it to get some pressure off of you if you're blocking. You can get some recoverable health, and also access to a burst attack, which will be able to turn the tides of a match.
Empoleon with the grab, Matt Pat with the early lead, 326, 237 on the health bar. Scizor trying to get some damage done in field phase. Meanwhile, gonna go ahead and shift it right here. Stephanie Patrick trying to hang on and force a third round in this game between the two that are the husband and wife. Meanwhile, Empoleon with yet another grab, and Vicky, Stephanie unable to negate those grabs.
That's quite unfortunate right there, but she's activating her burst mode right now. That burst mode does a lot of damage, exactly 223 to be exact. He needs to watch out with only 51 health. Oh, but unfortunately misses just by a tad bit.
Here comes the support Pokemon with Latias. Stephanie Pat trying to give Matt Pat a to-do list and get to the third round here. However, Empoleon into the synergy burst, and Stephanie Pat with the victory. And we're gonna have a third round to decide this game between the two from Game Theory. And what we saw was Stephanie Pat getting into that synergy burst and being able to apply some pressure on Empoleon right there.
And Matt Pat did activate his synergy burst as well, but was unable to take advantage of that opportunity too.
Third and final round in this game between Matt Pat and Stephanie Pat, our two YouTube personalities. A couple of early hits here for Empoleon. And when you look at the support Pokemon, D1, how can they play a huge role in this third and final round?
If we're looking at Matt Pat's Pokemon Fennekin right there, you actually are able to use a move that is able to get the opponent off of you upon wake up. And now looking at Stephanie Patrick with the Latias, if I'm not mistaken, you're able to close in the Pokemon, making it really difficult for them to move around. So here it is, Scizor already having a tough time trying to zone. As you can see, Empoleon is always getting inside, using Scizor using the Swords Dance, which is great for actually making it difficult for your opponents to get inside. But as you can see, it covers the sides better than the front.
Huge advantage right now for Matt Pat as Empoleon enters synergy gauge. This could be enough to close the match here. However, Scizor not ready to give it up. Gets it knocked back into that support Pokemon right there. And now it's close. Stephanie Pat with the light advantage, but no! Matt Pat gonna go ahead and get the victory over Stephanie Pat. impressive performance by Empoleon, and we saw Scizor, Stephanie, Pat, try to get some damage late in that one, try to turn things around, but what we saw from Empoleon and Matt Pat the entire time, able to sort of stay in that mid-zone area and keep Scizor nice and uncomfortable.
That is where Empoleon does the most damage, actually. We did mention that earlier, and what we also saw right at the end there, how the support Pokemon was able to help Stephanie follow up with more attacks and keep that distance, but unfortunately, it just was not enough.
And you look at two Pokemon in Scizor and Empoleon here, D1, two Pokemon that typically specialize in that rush down type of play, where you really want to get up in the opponent's face and apply some pressure, but we saw Empoleon able to keep Scizor at bay, and that's what made it difficult.
Yeah, man, the Ice Beam right there from Empoleon is such a great zoning tool, and right afterwards, you're able to slide right in once you apply that little bit of pressure and get up in the opponent's face. Empoleon has such great tools to even break counters, but we're going to go into this next match here with Alistair versus Ken.
Alistair going with Mewtwo, Ken going with Scizor early in this one. Scizor getting the attack here on Mewtwo, applying some early pressure. Mewtwo, however, able to knock back Scizor. An early advantage right now for Alistair. The nice combo up against the wall, going to knock Scizor back. And you look at the type of player Mewtwo is. Mewtwo, once again, kind of one of those all-around players, D1.
Yeah, Mewtwo definitely one of the strongest characters in the game. Has great zoning tool, and that Hyper Beam dishes out a lot of damage. And another thing to look at is both of these players have the same assist support Pokemon right there with Litten. Litten, if your HP is rather low, you're actually able to dish out more damage. It is a projectile, and right there, first game going to
Alistair getting the victory right there with Mewtwo. Very impressive. And listen, if you don't have a Master Ball against Mewtwo, it's going to be really tough sometimes. So very impressive performance right there. Can Ken force a third round, or else the victory is going to go this match to Matt, Pat, and Alistair. Let's pick this one up early on. Again, more pressure just being applied by Mewtwo and able to just get Scizor up against that wall, get those combos, and Vicky, it is very difficult sometimes when you get pinned up against the edge of the stage.
Yeah, it really does, because not only are you stuck against the wall, but you're limited to so much stage control that you take so much damage. Although you can't ever get KO'd if you are pressed against the wall immensely, but immediately we're seeing Scizor taking it over Mewtwo. Mewtwo and Scizor being two characters that really like to fight mid-range.
There you have it. Alistair making quick work of Ken, getting the two victories right there. And so that is game, set, and match for the combination of Matt, Pat, and Alistair. They will advance in our bracket. Big round of applause for Stephanie, Patrick, and Ken. We'll let Stephanie and Matt go ahead and work that one out a little bit later. I'm sure they'll get a chance to practice more Pokemon Tournament Deluxe. And D1, you look at Mewtwo in that last match, and it was really interesting to see the combination of the projectiles to keep Scizor at bay. Scizor never really had an opportunity to get up close in Mewtwo's face and apply some of those combos and pressure.
Yeah, Mewtwo has this great tool in the Cycle Cut where he's able to dash in and out and throw it yet again. His grab comes out quite deceptively fast as well. When you look at it, he's already in your face and you're taking damage. So I think with that zoning tool that Mewtwo has, it's very difficult sometimes for people to deal with, especially if your back's to the corner.
Mewtwo also has one of the best homing attacks in the game, so it can be really difficult to try to jump around him to probably attack from behind, because he's it's so large that it could actually be counted as an anti-air. So you have to look out for that as well when you're trying to approach a character like Mewtwo.
Well, we saw in that match between Alistair and Ken, Alistair using Mewtwo, Ken going with Scizor, that Mewtwo was just doing a fine job of zoning out Scizor. And when you get those all-around type players that can play either close or from afar, they're really trying to read and react on the type of player that they are facing. And Scizor being a rush-down type player, Mewtwo can just sit back and use its wide array of projectiles, D1, to keep Scizor at bay. And it was never really even close at any moment in this one.
Yeah, the entire time you just saw Alistair's zone in space right around Ken, trying to force him to approach, and he limited his options really well because he threw projectiles not only from the ground but also the sky, and it really looked like Ken just didn't know what was coming.
Let's take a look at the updated bracket as we see the team of Alistair and Matt Pat advance. They will be taking on the winners of our next match. We'll get a chance to introduce them here shortly. And so that's looking like a pretty powerful combination right there. Matt, Pat, and Alistair. We'll have to see how that one got seeded. But we go back to some of these gameplay mechanics that we're seeing from these players here, Vicky, and it's really interesting as well too, that ability to read your opponent, and we saw a lot of grabs being executed, but also how valuable is it to time that counter properly with some of the attacks you're going against?
It's very important because it can make a difference whether you're pushed against the wall or not, pushed at a very big disadvantage. So you have to understand, okay, I'm put into a very bad position. What can I do to get around this? You jump over a character like Mewtwo where he can catch you even in the air, as we saw earlier in that replay. You have to understand, okay, I'm put into a bad position. Maybe I need to take a step back, hold shield, but you don't want to hold shield for too long because that gets us up to a grab.
Let's get set for our next match here. It's going to be between JD Witherspoon and Nairo's going to be Team 3. Meanwhile, Team 4, Black Nerd Comedy and Justin Wong. So our first matchup will be JD Witherspoon taking on Black Nerd Comedy. Meanwhile, waiting for the next matchup will be Nairo and Justin Wong. Welcome them up to the stage. And this is going to be exciting here, D1. We've got, obviously, some very seasoned fighting players here that have done a fantastic job here. They have got some very good proficiency with Pokken Tournament Deluxe. However, our U2 personalities, we saw in the situation of Matt Pat and Stephanie Patrick, as each round was advancing, they were almost picking up more of the mechanics of this game.
Oh, indeed. You can tell that when it comes to Pokken Tournament, it is easy to pick up, but as far as mastering it, that's the hard part.
Certainly is, and there's a lot of mechanics, and I had a chance to chat with Alistair prior to this, and he was talking about the importance of being able to do that counter attack dash cancel. A lot of times when you get a Pokemon like Scizor that's getting zoned out by Mewtwo, how do you use that counter attack dash cancel to sometimes bait your opponent into getting them into a position where you can take advantage of them?
So as long as you know your opponent isn't using a move that is able to pierce the counter attack, you're able to build synergy, which is your meter that allows you to gain burst. And also, you get an opportunity. You don't take any damage when you go into the counter attack. And if you go for the dash cancel, you have quick access to any of your options in neutral after making sure to basically absorb the attack.
You also close in a lot of space when you counterattack dash cancel, so you're applying a lot more pressure and taking more stage control against the opponent as well.
We're seeing a lot of these new Pokemon that you will get introduced to in Pokken Tournament Deluxe being used right now. Right now, we're going to have a matchup of Darkrai and Krogunk, and Darkrai, one of those Pokemon, D1, that's going to be a zoner. Meanwhile, Krogunk, more so all around, so this is going to be interesting to see the playstyle that Krogunk's going to do, because you know Darkrai's going to want to keep Krogunk at bay.
Krogunk is a very silly character coming into Pokken Tournament Deluxe. If you press his special button, the A button, he has so many different random moves that come out. You don't quite know what's going to come at you. And as far as Darkrai is concerned, he's a character that specializes in traps. If he's able to catch you with that Dark Void, you go into Nightmare mode. And once you're in Nightmare mode, things get way more difficult facing off against Darkrai. He has more moves that pierce as well.
A legendary, mythical creature of the dark taking on a ninja frog, basically. We've got Krogunk going on against Darkrai. That's what we love about Pokken Tournament Deluxe. All of these Pokemon here getting a chance, even playing field, to take on each other. Still right now, nobody with an early advantage. You see JD Witherspoon with Darkrai. Meanwhile, Black Nerd Comedy going with Krogunk. And there you go, the support Pokemon coming in, creating some damage.
Krogunk actually trying to find his way in. As D1 did mention earlier, this character is a very RNG. If you hold his A button, he could get positive stats or negative stats. That would be terrible for him to get that negative stat around the end when it would really make a difference within the match.
Oh, we see JD Witherspoon, though, getting knocked back by Black Nerd Comedy and Krogunk, however, able to respond right there. Has that full synergy gauge. It's getting filled right there. However, has the support of Reshiram ready to go whenever he wants, D1.
Oh, absolutely. Reshiram dishes out a decent amount of damage. And right there, you already see Darkrai just having a tough time dealing with this Krogunk. You know, the Krogunk already activating burst mode. What's going to happen here?
Krogunk in burst mode, trying to put some pressure on Darkrai. Can he connect right here? No, won't. Darkrai able to block that. Able to do a fine job of reading Krogunk. However, time is up. You've got to operate a little bit quicker. That first victory in that round is going to go ahead and go to Black Nerd Comedy and Krogunk. Very impressive. JD Witherspoon and Darkrai. Hey, listen, you got another round, JD. You got a chance to bounce back here. And so, Vicky, you look at the choice of when to deploy support Pokemon. what's typically going through the mind of players as far as when they need to use that? Are they reading, if it's an offensive Pokemon, they're going to read the opponent. If it's defensive, you're waiting for the right time.
I think it's like two different things. I feel like it could be depending on the player's preference, what they feel like they lack as a player, and what their Pokemon lacks in the neutral. So if their Pokemon is just very slow and they're not able to close in that gap to get as much space as possible done and apply all that pressure, maybe they want a support Pokemon to help speed up their boost.
Krogunk applying some pressure to Darkrai, and what's interesting, D1, is we're seeing Krogunk really succeed right now, keeping some distance from Darkrai and zoning Darkrai out.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised seeing how Darkrai, being the character that's great at zoning, is instead being zoned out here by Krogunk. The bombs being placed on the field have made it very difficult for Darkrai to approach.
Darkrai activating its Synergy Burst. Let's see if we can connect with the burst move. This might do it. No! Misses, however. Meanwhile, Krogunk up against the wall. Darkrai trying to apply some pressure. Here comes the burst move, though. And this is going to be fantastic. What do we have here?
We have the Infinite Eclipse dishing out 198 damage. This should possibly be the end.
You can sit back and watch the credits roll right there as JD Witherspoon and Darkrai bounce back to take the next round and force a third round between our two YouTube personalities, D1.
Oh, and right now we actually have Black Nerd Comedy and
JD Witherspoon talking smack,
talking
pointing
smack
heads behind the monitor. Wow. Wow. I like it. No love lost between these two as we get to our third and final round. Let's pick things up early on here. Krogunk getting some pressure on Darkrai, trying to zone Darkrai out, getting up close in the face of Darkrai now. And you see getting knocked back right there. You can't hold that shield and that block forever.
You can't, and you see Krogunk is actually planting the bombs on the opposite side of Darkrai and then forcing him to move towards those bombs with his own projectiles. It could be really tricky, and you have to watch out because those bombs are not activated, but they actually deploy on their own.
Krogunk gonna activate the Synergy Burst right now. This is gonna obviously do some more damage. Meanwhile, Darkrai with the buff of its own. Here comes the Synergy Burst move, but no, misses once again. And that is huge for Darkrai because Darkrai having a chance to build a Synergy Burst and also has that Cresselia as the support Pokemon ready to go and going to deploy it right now, D1.
Already getting that recoverable health back. Look at that, 408, looking quite healthy.
Krogunk getting in the face of Darkrai. Darkrai trying to get the grab right there, misses. Fine blocking right there. Nice little combo by Darkrai. JD Witherspoon versus Black Nerd Comedy. The best of three right here. It comes down to this. Meanwhile, Krogunk getting a major hit, doing some nice damage on Darkrai right there, Vicky.
Yes, it's incredible how much damage output Darkrai actually has, but Krogunk still holding his own. He could still definitely do this. He's applying as much pressure as he possibly can, and they're gonna try to put themselves into dual face to rack up all the damage as possible there.
D1, only 10 seconds left in this one. You've got the advantage for Darkrai, and Darkrai gonna go ahead and get the knockout. Wow. Black Nerd Comedy thrown off by the confidence and the smack talk of JD Witherspoon. You see the swagger from JD Witherspoon as well too, getting that victory over Black Nerd Comedy. So now we hand it over to our Twitch personalities. We're gonna have Nairo taking on Justin Wong. It's going to be very exciting here. And what we saw, Darkrai dropping the first round here. However, it seemed like JD Witherspoon finally had a sip of coffee and woke up and picked his game up.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, I saw Nairo, he was definitely giving JD some tips, and after JD talked some smack to Black Nerd Comedy, I don't know what happened, but his confidence shot through the roof, and that third round, he was actually moving. You saw he was just swinging left and right, throwing out those projectiles, and that was it. Black Nerd Comedy losing the first game.
Exciting matchup here. We've got Mewtwo versus Weavile. As we mentioned, Mewtwo, one of those standard types, as we like to say, can operate from afar, zone you out, and get up in your face. Meanwhile, Weavile certainly want to get up close and apply some pressure right in your mug.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know who's playing who, Nairo will be playing Mewtwo, while Justin Wong with Weavile.
Justin Wong and Weavile getting the first couple initial hits, going to go ahead and shift the face here. Meanwhile, Mewtwo going to get some pressure and knock back Weavile right here. And nice air combo in the juggle right there, Vicky.
And that is the exact positioning where Mewtwo wants to be mid-range, but in your face, he could apply so much pressure. You do have to watch out because if that Weavile gets a critical and manages to rack up as much damage as possible, close range is where Weavile excels the most.
Weavile with a very nice combo right there. Mewtwo able to knock him back. And D1, talk a little bit about low stance, high stance. We're seeing some of that being deployed right now as these two players are really up close and personal trying to read each other.
And the cool thing about low stance is that you're able to actually low profile, depending on the character that you're using, certain moves. If there's a move that goes rather high, you can duck underneath and get a free opportunity to counterattack.
Nairo and Mewtwo getting knocked back. Weavile going to go ahead and enter that Synergy Burst mode. We've got 30 seconds left in this match. Has Mewtwo on the ropes. Weavile trying to apply some pressure. pressure, and that will do it. Able to burst through the block right there, and now the pressure cooker heats up a little bit. One more victory in this round, and you've got JD Witherspoon and Nairo that will advance.
And something to keep into consideration at the very end there, when Weavile was using their burst mode, burst for Weavile was actually a short-range counter, so if Mewtwo would have thrown an attack, that burst could have immediately activated and gone through that counter, just like they did for every other burst.
Absolutely right. Right now, both fighters in each other's face, applying some pressure. Mewtwo with a nice grab, going to do some damage right there. Early advantage Mewtwo, 57 seconds left, plenty of time. Still going to go ahead and try to push Weavile up against the edge of the stage here and just doing a fine job of pinning Weavile back. And look at all that damage Nairo was able to apply, D1.
And not only all that amazing damage that Nairo could apply, but you have to be afraid because right now going into the third round, we have Justin Wong with full burst.
Justin Wong with full burst. Nairo, meanwhile, with Mewtwo, able to get the victory on Weavile. So let's go to our third and final round to decide this game. Very exciting right here. Meanwhile, Mewtwo going to go ahead, try to get the aerial on Weavile. Misses right there, but how about the juggling right here, D1?
Nairo is actually on a tear, opening up with that Hyper Beam and also getting a combo into the Fire Punch, Ice Punch, and Thunder Punch. How is Justin Wong going to be able to bring it back?
Nairo, Justin Wong coming down to the end here in this round, a third and final one, victory for each one of them. Mewtwo once again applying the pressure on Weavile.
The side strike, okay, Justin Wong, 71 health left. This is impressive play right here from Nairo.
And Nairo using Cresselia to get some of that health back. Meanwhile, burst mode activated for Weavile and Justin Wong. You've got to lay it all out on the line at this point, getting some pressure and some support from the support Pokemon. Here comes the burst move, but no, gonna be blocked by Nairo. Nairo counters with that juggle up against the wall here, Vic.
And all that pressure against the wall, will Nairo take it right here? Only 0 health, and Nairo takes it over Justin Wong.
From the brink. Very impressive. So Nairo and JD Witherspoon will advance. Hats off to Black Nerd Comedy and Justin Wong for a hard-fought battle. And really, we saw the Mewtwo. We've talked about being standard in that matchup against Scizor. The previous match, we saw Mewtwo really working with distance, but now against Weavile, operated right in the face of Weavile and applied a lot of pressure up against the wall.
All I'm telling you right now is it looks like teams with Mewtwo are excelling. I don't know, man. It's a little scary.
Those Mewtwo teams certainly doing a very good job. And as we mentioned, Mewtwo, one of those standard players, as they like to say, that can really work both as a zoner or a rush type Pokemon. And especially in this match, we saw Mewtwo really taking advantage, Vicky, of really countering some of the attacks from Weavile and then doing a fine job of getting into some combos with some juggles.
Yeah, there was times too where Justin Wong was able to close in that gap and rack up a lot of damage on Nairo when he would win the rock, paper, scissors train, but unfortunately it just was not enough, and Nairo was just able to be on top of that RPS train all the time.
Let's take a look at the replay. And D1, tell me what you're seeing here as we roll this replay between Mewtwo and Weavile.
Okay, so right there you see Justin Wong trying to use Frogadier to apply some pressure, which worked out really well in his favor. And right here, as Justin Wong went for the burst attack, observe Nairo actually putting up his shield. I thought he didn't have shield up. Goes right around Weavile and uses that amazing homing attack just to get the wall splat right there. And that dive kick putting Justin Wong in such a tough situation. Nairo, I wasn't quite sure if he was going to be able to finish it, but right there, those two light attacks was all he needed.
And D1, what we're seeing from these Twitch personalities is their ability to mix up their attacks high-low. We talked about that high and low stance also. How proficient do you have to be at that in order to really keep your opponent on their heels?
You have to, of course, understand what your character gets out of the high stance and low stance. Certain characters like Gengar, if they actually hold up when they go into high stance, they're able to avoid low attacks. While other characters, they have actually different attributes when it comes to going to high stance and low stance. So you have to do a lot of studying when it comes to this to get on top of your opponent when it comes to Pokken tournament DMs.
I do know for some characters, high stance do grant them extra bonuses. For Gardevoir, for example, it actually helps her meter come back faster. And Empoleon, when you actually use Empoleon's lower stance, he could duck under some moves. It's kind of incredible because he's pretty tall.
Let's take a look at the updated bracket as we get set for our finals here. Now, the finals will be a best 3 out of 5 games to determine this match. And right now, you see Matt, Pat, and Alistair getting set to take on JD, Witherspoon, and Nairo. So, of course, we're most likely going to see a couple of Mewtwo's here in this match. But let's get to the sort of analysis of JD and Matt Pat. Matt Pat started off strong. Stephanie Pat getting a victory. That went to 3 rounds as well. But then JD Witherspoon really finding that confidence up against Black Nerd Comedy and getting the victory. So let's bring them out here and get set for our championship final match. We've got Matt Pat and JD Witherspoon facing off against each other, and Alistair versus Nairo. Matt Pat and Alistair on a team, and then Nairo and JD Witherspoon trying to bring home the championship for themselves. So get set to welcome them out to the stage. And really, as these YouTube personalities face off, we talk about how it's almost like watching your child walk, because they're starting to learn more and more as the game goes on. But when you're getting introduced to this, do you think it's better to try and zone sometimes, or do you think it's better to just get up close, apply some pressure, because our YouTube personalities might not be able to read and counter quite as well as the Twitch personalities can?
I think the best thing to do is to not have tunnel vision and rely on only one strategy, because then you become a one-trick pony and you're easier to read and counter. So if you're able to actually mix it up and stay in close or zone, that's when things get difficult.
Well, let's welcome up our fighters to the stage, obviously talking about some extra strategy in the back. You've got Matt, Pat, and Alistair taking on JD Witherspoon and Nairo. Our first match will be Matt, Pat taking on JD Witherspoon. JD Witherspoon already bumping those gums, talking all that trash right now to Matt Pat. Let's see if Matt Pat has got a game theory to win this one right here. And as we saw Matt Pat, he really excelled with the Empoleon and getting some pressure and some grabs. However, JD Witherspoon, his previous match, using a fine job of connecting with some of those synergy bursts, Vicky.
Yeah, what Matt Pack is going to want to look out for mostly is, although Empoleon is very slow, his moves do make up for that. He is allowed a lot of movement options out of his attacks, actually. So when he throws out that Ice Beam, not only can he slide in it, you have the option to do nothing out of it. But when you are in the mid-air and you press X, you kind of create an area of effect of ice that you could also use to kind of sidestep, slide away from your opponent as well.
Well, both Matt and JD are going to go with different Pokemon potentially for this match. It's going to be interesting to see who they choose. Do they go with what they had, or do they maybe go with something different here, D1, to throw their opponent off guard and not let them scout?
Yeah, right now I'm actually waiting to see. Not trying to, guess anything here, but it looks like JD Witherspoon, since he went with Darkrai before, I'm guessing he probably might see it again.
There it is.
There it is.
Darkrai versus Empoleon. And Vicky, we were playing the other day, and Empoleon, the burst move out of synergy mode, there's something special about that one.
His burst is actually kind of incredible because of the fact you can't shield it. It is a command grab. So the only way to counter around his burst is by jumping over it.
And that's going to certainly take some tough timing right there. We've got Darkrai versus Empoleon. Darkrai being played by JD Witherspoon. Matt Pat going to go ahead and go with Empoleon right now. Some early pressure being applied by JD Witherspoon, trying to zone Empoleon. Maybe some coaching provided by Nairo, we'll see. Meanwhile, Alistair with some advice from Matt Pat. Empoleon getting a couple early hits on Darkrai, and already we see Empoleon getting in the face of Darkrai and applying some pressure here, D1.
So the main thing you saw there is that at first, JD Witherspoon was doing an impressive job of zoning with the Dark Bolts, but what happened was, finally, we saw Matt Pat opt to go with the Ice Beam to get inside and use that slide.
And you can't hear them right now, but JD Witherspoon is just talking all sorts of mess to Matt Pat right now, trying to throw him off his game. And speaking of throw, gets the grab right there, and that's going to help sort of turn the tide. No synergy burst quite yet. However, you see the support Pokemon ready to go for Matt Pat. Darkrai trying to wait for that Cresselia to be ready to call at any moment's notice. We're going to go ahead and shift phases here, and Empoleon still trying to get that early pressure on Darkrai in its face up against the wall here, Vicky.
Already applying so much pressure against the wall, and this is where a lot of damage is going to be, but immediately with that grab, he's going to get the KO, and that's going to be game one to Empoleon.
And D1, Matt Pat, how about the combination of putting some pressure against your opponent in the corner on the wall? Your opponent then is going to be pretty aggressive to try and bounce back, most likely, or try to block to withstand all those attacks. Then you go in with the throw.
Which is why you saw Matt Pat actually successful right there in the last round. One thing about Empoleon too, he has some moves that can actually go through your counterattack, so it can be very scary defending against Empoleon. You want to keep him outside, which is why you see JD just trying to run away in zone.
Matt Pat took the first round. If he gets this one, that'll be a one-game victory for his team in this 3 out of 5 final championship. Empoleon, meanwhile, all that pressure up against the wall, D1. We see it time and time again.
He just keeps going in with the Aqua Jet. Finally, JD puts up the shield and gets grabbed for it.
I don't hear a whole lot of talking coming from JD at this point. Facing a huge deficit, 553 to 57. Going to go ahead and deploy that synergy burst. You've got to release the Hoons at this point and try to fight back against Matt Pat. Matt Pat does have a synergy burst. Reshiram right here, the support Pokemon being cold, but that's blocked by Empoleon and Matt Pat. Darkrai gonna try with that burst move, but it doesn't connect D1.
It just looked like JD Witherspoon tried to use everything in his arsenal to bring it back, but unfortunately, Matt Pat took it over.
Matt Pat silencing JD with an impressive victory in that second round. Wasn't even close there, Vicky.
It looked like JD was actually trying to use his burst to go through any move that Matt Pat was going to throw at him, but unfortunately it was just too late, and he kind of used his burst attack a little bit too early, and unfortunately missing, kind of being crucial to the matchup.
So it's a best 3 out of 5 with the games in this championship match. So we're gonna go ahead and see Matt Pat and JD Witherspoon face off again. So this will be for the second game. You've got 1 game point victory already for Matt Pat and Alistair. Matt Pat trying to get a second one. That means Alistair can come in and be the clinching point potentially. Let's see if JD Witherspoon learned anything from that last matchup. We saw Empoleon D1 really apply a lot of pressure in the face of Darkrai, now where Darkrai really wants to operate, and found himself pinned up against that wall for most of the match.
Yep, again, we see JD Witherspoon trying his best zone, but once Empoleon gets inside, it looks like all that little chip damage that he was able to get doesn't quite matter, so he's gonna have to do a better job of keeping that wall up.
That grab was negated by Empoleon, and once again, just going to work the combo and the pressure up against the wall. However, Darkrai able to counter that right there, and finally getting some relief here, D1.
I actually like the fact that he was attacking more instead of trying to throw the projectile, but here it is, Empoleon striking back with that ice beam.
And Vicky, Darkrai cannot just try to get Empoleon out of the zone. It's just too much Empoleon in your face at this point.
It's so many buttons being pressed in your face, and it really does work. There was not a counter to be seen inside.
Matt Pat with the victory, and you know there's some questions for JD when you start to see the palms turn to the sky and the shoulders shrug at this point. Nairo trying to step up, get some coaching for JD, your boy, struggling right now at this point. However, there's still a couple more rounds that can be played. Don't count out Darkrai, but what we're seeing here, D1, Empoleon, one of those rush Pokemon, living in that rush down zone as opposed to Darkrai, the zoner, not really getting a lot of breathing room between him and Empoleon.
Yeah, let me just tell you, Alistair actually really loves Empoleon. So to have Alistair helping out Matt Pat, that's a big boon to him right there. And look at it already, Matt Pat trying to maintain that health lead, going for the grab, but this time JD Witherspoon being a little more aggressive, going right through that.
That was really smart of JD, actually, recognizing that he wanted to go for the grab when he held shield just slightly longer than he should have, and he immediately threw an attack to counter that.
And there it is again, we're going straight back into dual phase. Only 10 HP left on JD Witherspoon. He goes into the burst. I don't know if he's going to be able to connect it. Looking for an opportunity to confirm. Is this a chance?
Darkrai with that burst move in, yes, gonna grab Empoleon. This is gonna do a lot of damage here, D1.
Yes, 198 to be exact, and here is the infinite eclipse.
However, Matt Pat and Empoleon still with a sizable lead, 254 to 42. Gonna be able to block the support Pokemon right here. Darkrai trying to keep Empoleon guessing, however, Empoleon getting in that area where it likes to operate best, right in the face of Darkrai, Vicky.
Empoleon himself has his burst mode active right there, and he's activating it as we speak. Are we gonna see the deep blue Monarch? That does a lot of damage, and right now with such a close game, it may be...
Oh, JD Witherspoon and Darkrai! Don't say goodnight yet! And here comes the talking once again. Turning off the mute button once he finally wins another round here. And you love the confidence. It ain't over. You're absolutely right. We've seen comebacks before. Meanwhile, Matt Pat still pretty confident. That was one that, he had such a sizable lead right there, D1. Do you think Matt Pat got maybe a little too defensive and didn't try to go on the offensive to close this one out?
He got a little bit too comfortable there. He said, you know what, I'm going to probably sit on my win, right, and just wait for my opponent to basically defeat himself.
So as these two teams face off, Matt Pat versus JD Witherspoon, it's a 3 out of 5 games for them to get 1 point. Then Alistair and Nairo will face off for another potential point. If both teams are at 1-1, we'll go to one final match that will determine the champion of our 2017 Pokken Tournament Deluxe Invitational. But let's get you back to the action here as Darkrai at 226. Now has turned the tables, Vicky, and has Empoleon up against the wall.
That's why you don't just relax after the second game. You may have won 2, but you never know when it's going to bring back around. Right now, as we're seeing, it could be really close. Is Empoleon going to finally take it?
That Reshiram going to knock Empoleon back, and that does some major damage and going to also decrease the attack for Empoleon. Empoleon going into burst mode at this point. 14 health just for Darkrai. A puppy kiss would knock him out at this point, but no! Empoleon with the nice cross on JD Witherspoon and able to get the KO from behind.
This Empoleon is just unstoppable, man. it's out of control. Looks like Nairo's going to have to do a little bit more coaching on his part for JD Witherspoon.
So Matt Pat has now won 2 games. If Matt Pat can win one more game, he earns a point for the team of Matt Pat and Alistair as they advance to the next match. JD Witherspoon will have to win 3 games in a row now in order to try and get that vital point in this championship round. And so you look at JD though, we saw a little bit more of a progression with that Darkrai, able to get Empoleon turned around and even had Empoleon up against the wall at one point.
Yeah, he was applying a lot of pressure. I think one of my favorite things is seeing how he mixed up his offense. He started going in the air, opting for the dive kicks.
I saw him opt for the dive kicks a few times, but I recognized how he started using Ice Beam to go towards Darkrai first, and when he had him against the wall, that's when he applied the very most pressure that we saw amongst the entire game in duel phase.
JD Witherspoon rolling with Darkrai once again. Meanwhile, Matt Pat going to go ahead and go with Empoleon. And D1, one thing we should also point out, all these stages are different sizes. So if you're Darkrai, you're going to want a larger stage potentially. Meanwhile, Empoleon seems to be really fine operating those smaller stages, pushing Darkrai up against the wall.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You could already see the match just started and immediately Empoleon cornering Darkrai. And also, let's not forget the synergy drops too. They're quite different depending on what stage you're on.
And what we're seeing in Empoleon, one of those rush-down Pokemon that likes to be right in your face, really making life uncomfortable for Darkrai is a huge early advantage for Matt Pat, 571 to 72. Darkrai just trying to find some space, but no! Empoleon not even giving Darkrai a chance to tie his shoes, and very impressive victory by Matt Pat here, Vicky.
And as we saw around the end there, Matt Pat actually was able to use that move as an anti-air to catch him off guard and was able to follow up with even a stronger string of attacks.
JD, I'm noticing there's fewer words after a loss. There's more after a victory, though. I like the consistency I see from you, though. Never stop smiling right there. Let's get set for our next round here. Now, this is critical right here, D1, because if Empoleon gets the victory, that's the 3rd and decisive game point for Matt Pat and Alistair. That'll give them their first point of this match. Early pressure being applied by Empoleon and the nice juggle right there, D1.
Yeah, and I also notice how Empoleon is also taking to the skies, making it very difficult for Darkrai to find quarter.
542 to just 4. Darkrai's going to need all the help it can get to try to keep Empoleon away from the victory. However, that Reshiram going to do some major damage and decrease the attack. However, Darkrai trying to back up, zone out, Empoleon missing a couple times. Darkrai going to negate the throw, get some damage on Empoleon. This could be something incredible. Here we go. Synergy burst activated for Darkrai. Hanging on the ropes with just 76 health, but here you go, Vicky.
Oh, but you cannot shield that, and that is exactly what we're talking about, Jordan. You cannot shield that. You can't just shield that burst.
You can't shield it, and there's no lifeguard on duty for Darkrai, so that's going to go ahead and do it. That's going to do it for the final round. The game and the point goes to Matt, Pat, and Alistair and our championship match. And that's what can throw people off with that specific burst move, Vicky, because you're thinking, all I got to do is block it. I'm good. No, fam, you're going to get drowned in the water.
Absolutely not. You need to try to jump over that. That is called Deep Blue Monarch, and it deals exactly 220 HP. You have to watch out for that, and you have to keep your distance when you see Empoleon have that burst, and that's when he's able to apply all that pressure, which could be really hard to get away from.
And right now, it looks like we're going to have 2 pros take the stage.
I thought we just had some pros taking the stage. Well, Matt Pat looked like the pro versus JD Witherspoon right there. My goodness. But yes, go back. We've got 2 pros very seasoned, especially Alistair.
Yes,
has been one of the staples of this community.
Yes, from the Pokken tournament community, Alistair, a well-known Suicune main, and we have Nairo, who is actually a top-level Super Smash Bros. For Wii U professional.
Well, let's see who they go with. We have Mewtwo versus Suicune. Alistair with that Suicune. Suicune going to really enjoy zoning Mewtwo. Meanwhile, Mewtwo all around. Does Mewtwo try to get up in the face of Suicune, or does Mewtwo try to play the same game as Suicune and zone out as well, too?
This is going to be really interesting because early on, when Pokken tournament came out for Wii U, Nairo did play Mewtwo. He had a pretty solid Mewtwo, but Alistair, he stuck to the game. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be pretty cool to see how Nairo's fundamentals as a pro player for Smash come into play here.
Nairo versus Suicune, early damage applied by Suicune. Suicune up in the face of Mewtwo, which is interesting. Typically, we see Suicune use that zoning. However, able to perfectly read Mewtwo's attacks here, Vicky.
And you can see right here, yes, Suicune does excel immensely with long range, but he's not having it right now, switching immediately to dual phase and nearly getting a perfect and landing that perfect perfect, not even taking any damage.
And I think one thing we have to keep an eye open for is that mirror coat. You saw Nairo try to zone with projectiles, but immediately Suicune absorbed that and just dished out damage with the mirror coat.
Suicune's so difficult if you're going to play that zone versus zone matchup, and usually when you've got two Pokemon that like to zone each other, it's really just a matter of out-zoning the other, using the timer as your friend. But we saw Suicune that last match really do a fine job of the up-close rush-down face-off, and right here, countering once again, knocking Mewtwo back, has Mewtwo up against the wall. Mewtwo, though, able to back off Suicune.
And right now we have Alistair not even looking at the screen as he's playing against Nairo. What is going on here?
Alistair just looking at the Jumbotron right now, and that's putting some salt in the Kool-Aid right there, folks. Meanwhile, Suicune able to get the combo on Mewtwo. Nairo just furious right now. Let's see if that applies to the playstyle of Mewtwo. Meanwhile, Alistair just so cool, calm, and composed. Here comes the support Pokemon from Mewtwo, but no! Suicune with the grab and the juggle up against the wall in the air, and this one might be over here soon, Vicky.
This man does not even need to look at the screen. When I grow up, I want to be just like Alistair. As we just see right here, Alistair taking it over Nairo.
Alistair with the KO, gonna go ahead and take that first game point. Alistair needs to win 2 more games, and that will be the championship for Matt, Pat, and Alistair. Alistair, my goodness, if you didn't believe before that Alistair was sitting on top of the throne of this community, I think that was proof right there, D1.
Yeah, this guy coming out of NorCal, super strong player, very well established in the Pokken tournament community, and his Suicune is nothing to mess with.
Alistair and that Suicune had no issues whatsoever with Mewtwo in that previous game. Let's see if Mewtwo can try to find some type of adjustment. It seemed like Mewtwo, when it tried to get up close to Suicune, couldn't really do anything. Suicune did such a good job of just reading the attacks from Mewtwo and applying that pressure.
Yeah, Mewtwo, one of his best tools in field phase is that homing attack, but it looked like Alistair already had an answer for that. And here it is, Nairo trying to see if he can use the counter attack. He manages to get the Pierce with that Hyper Beam.
Nairo and the Pierce with the Hyper Beam going for the grab. That gets negated. However, Suicune misses on the attack. A nice cross and reversal from Nairo. However, Suicune able to counter that again, Vicky.
And all that patience that we're seeing from Alistair, not rewarded though, as Nairo answers back, switching the phase once again. He's trying to get up, but wow, fantastic counter, but it's not going to be doing anything.
Nairo showing some signs of life in this second game. However, Suicune knocking back Mewtwo. Suicune hasn't really operated in that zoning mode yet, but that'll do some major damage there. 420 to 115 advantage for Suicune. Gonna knock back Mewtwo, go back into that support Pokemon. Synergy Burst is there for Alistair if he wants to use it.
Synergy Burst is there, and when Suicune uses Synergy Burst, it is a long-range counter. That's something you have to keep into consideration when he's activated in Synergy Burst.
And D1, how about the chip damage that was applied by Suicune with that Synergy Burst? That's going to do some major damage, even if you're Mewtwo trying to block it.
And the projectile was just so hard to even jump over. As you see, it got bigger in burst mode.
First round goes to Alistair and the Suicune. Another victory in this round. That'll be the second game point for Alistair. Meanwhile, Suicune, Mewtwo getting a feel for each other at this point. The nice grab by Suicune. Let's go ahead and shift phases right here. Both players have their support Pokemon ready to go. Meanwhile, now here's Suicune D1 operating in that zone.
Just staying right outside and actually countering that projectile from the top. And there it is. Grab opportunity, should be getting the shift. And this is going to be quite difficult dealing with Suicune here in field phase.
And Alistair is applying so much pressure, understanding that he's getting away with all these grabs because of all the pressure that he has applied to Nairo.
Alistair misses with the support Pokemon, however, some pressure, but no, Mewtwo able to get that ground attack knockback Suicune, but Suicune with a nice little juggle and a combo, and that'll do it right there. But no, 3 health left for Mewtwo, but facing 458 with Suicune, that's gonna be a tough hill to climb here, D1.
It just looks like right now Alistair is content to stay back, fire an Aurora Beam, waiting for the opportunity to just take off that last little bit of HP.
And what's interesting is when you try to do that chip damage to end the round, you will stay alive at this point. Mewtwo with the grab and the throw up against the wall, though. Suicune just trying to find that last little hit. Mewtwo regenerating a little bit of health right there, but not enough as Suicune gets the hit on Mewtwo. That'll be the second game point for Alistair. 1 more game point, and they will claim this 2017 Pokken Tournament Deluxe Invitational Championship.
As you saw around the end there, he was actually canceling his counter, which is why he kept drifting back, trying to space himself properly so that way if Nairo ever committed to an action, he was always right there to commit after that.
And if you notice right there, Nairo fought his hardest to be able to get inside of the zoning from Alistair, but the moment Alistair was able to find just one slight opening, he dashed right underneath and went to the other side. He's quite content with just zoning.
And D1, what do you make about the support Pokemon choice here for Nairo and Mewtwo? Meanwhile, we've seen Suicune go with the Litten each time.
Going with the Frogadier, this is a character that shoots out the water gun, right? And it allows people to apply some pressure. It fires off once, there's a slight gap, and it fires again, allowing you to possibly sneak in the grab sometimes.
Mewtwo and Nairo, though, getting some major damage in those combos and juggles up against the wall. Suicune facing an early deficit in this one, 504 to 257. Suicune, how about those crosses, D1? Jumping over Mewtwo and then coming down with that attack on the backside.
It is just really difficult for Nairo to deal with, and here he is on the defensive, but gets the dive kick right there and some wake-up pressure.
Mewtwo trying to give Suicune a taste of its own medicine, and Litten getting the party started at that point.
And the reason you saw so much damage right there was because Alistair had low HP.
Right now, both fighters just a couple of hits away from a knockout at this point. Alistair and Suicune trying to zone out Mewtwo and Nairo, but Alistair and Suicune, they come back after that deficit early on and able to get the KO. And that Litten support Pokemon, Vicky, completely turned the tide of this match.
Yeah, that was fantastic use of Litten in particular, because when you do have low HP, Litten does deal more damage depending on the HP that you currently have.
How about the confidence of Alistair there, D1, to wait till his health was down low enough to know that Litten was going to connect and do some major damage?
Yeah, that was really smart stuff right there by Alistair, but he finds himself in the corner, and Nairo drops the combo, actually.
And Mewtwo and Nairo doing a fine job this game of keeping Suicune up against the wall. Suicune trying to zone out Mewtwo. Huge advantage right now for Mewtwo, 436 and 117. That's Nairo's Mewtwo, Alistair, Suicune, and right now we see Suicune trying to juggle Mewtwo up against the wall and grabbing the grab right here, Vicky.
Yes, he was able to juggle him against the wall because when Nairo was trying to jump away from him to cross him up, he used an anti-air to prevent that from happening, leaving him against the wall and taking more damage.
Oh, and Nairo and Mewtwo with the victory, and D1. We saw Mewtwo get Alistair and Suicune up against the wall and get those juggles, and that did some major damage early on.
And another thing we should talk about was the counter attack usage right there by Nairo. You can jump over it as it is a shockwave on the ground, but look, he's able to connect with it yet again. And mixing up Alistair with that dive kick, has him in the corner with the cycle cut. He has no answers.
Excellent use of that wall, and Mewtwo gonna go ahead and use the synergy burst. Mega Mewtwo right now against Litten. Oh no, Litten connects on that support Pokemon hit. Synergy burst capable right now for Suicune. However, Suicune gonna counter right there, Vicky.
Yes, because Mewtwo's burst is actually a short-range grab. He was able to take advantage of that situation and turn it around without getting any extra damage from that burst, activating his own burst for an answer towards that.
Here comes Suicune with its burst move, gonna miss though. Mewtwo does a fine job blocking it. Mewtwo with the corner up against the wall against Alistair, and that's Suicune. And the grab on Suicune, and that will do it for the round. Very impressive, 2 victories. That game point goes to Nairo and Mewtwo, and just when it looked like Alistair and Suicune were gonna run away with it, you had Alistair looking at the jumbo screen. Nairo able to adjust his game and get an impressive victory right there.
Are we going to see a comeback? I think we're going to see a comeback.
Oh, don't call it a comeback. We certainly doing a great job here. It's very exciting. And D1, how about the change in play style for Nairo and Mewtwo? Really getting a lot more pressure in Suicune's face, making things uncomfortable, and really using that wall and some of those juggle combos.
Oh, indeed. It looks like there was a severe lack of block right there from Alistair. I believe he got a little bit too confident and probably thought that Nairo wasn't going to give him, that much trouble. And because of that, Nairo was able to take it. So we'll see what happens here going into the next round.
2 games to 1. Alistair leads. If Alistair wins this game, they will take the match point and the championship of this 2017 Pokken Tournament Deluxe Invitational. However, Nairo won the last game. Still has plenty of things to say. Facing an early deficit right now, 517 to 331. Advantage, Alistair with that Suicune, but Mewtwo getting some huge damage right there, D1. Able to push back Suicune. Now both fighters kind of just feeling each other out. Mewtwo going up in close for the nice, impressive juggle once again, D1.
And beautiful stuff right there by Nairo. We have Alistair with 157 damage. He has the Popo-Yo, which gives him a double jump and increased damage.
Mewtwo able to counter that dash attack from Suicune. Suicune, though, trying to get Mewtwo into a combo. Nice little juggle right there to buy some space for Alistair and that Suicune, Vicky.
And this is exactly what you want to see in dual phase. You want to see all the rack of percent right there. You want to see all that damage. And immediately when he switches back to field phase, you see all that different types of reverse rolls where the
Mewtwo, though, with that
Oh my
hyper
goodness!
just comes out of nowhere D1, and right when it seemed like Alistair and Suicune had Mewtwo and Nairo on the ropes, we saw that that combo in the middle of the level that just juggled Mewtwo for so much damage. Mewtwo stayed calm and patient, and with its back up against the wall, unleashed that Hyper Beam. Let's get to the next round in this one. Mewtwo, as we mentioned, had that early victory on Suicune. Now we see Suicune trying to give Mewtwo some juggling up against the wall here, Vicky.
That was a great example of the patience at the very end of the game. Nairo did not want to overcommit too much. He held shield, and immediately when he saw that opening, he took advantage of that and took the first round.
Alistair with the early advantage, 426 to 120, trying to get some more damage on Mewtwo, doing a fine job of zoning Mewtwo out right here, D1.
Oh, and here's what I was talking about. So much damage and the ability to double jump right there with Poplio. This is going to change Pokken Tournament forever.
Well, we saw the support Pokemon of Eevee being used, and that's going to go ahead and buff the attack for Suicune, and Suicune able to land some critical hits during that time that Mewtwo wasn't able to block. When you have that buff at that time, that's when the round goes so quickly, D1.
Oh, indeed, and right here it is again. The zoning from Alistair, but Nairo just getting right inside.
1-1 each on the round. A round victory here for Suicune would claim the championship for Matt, Pat, and Alistair. However, let's see if Nairo and Mewtwo have some other things to say about that to force yet another game. Meanwhile, early advantage right now for Suicune, 433 to 357. Suicune trying to zone Mewtwo at this point. Up in the face, Mewtwo able to rally back, go with that jungle right there, Vicky, and now he's got Suicune on the ropes up against the wall.
Now this is the close range situation. This is not the position where Alistair wants to be, but immediately kind of getting away from Mewtwo and answering his own with Litten.
Alistair trying to get some chip damage, but there's that Hyper Beam yet again. Here comes Synergy mode for Suicune. Can Suicune land some critical hits? But no, the grab by Mewtwo gonna knock Suicune up against the wall. One sliver of life left for Suicune. Suicune gonna go ahead and use that burst move. Doesn't work though, gets the hit on Mewtwo. 230 to 10. Let's see if Suicune can create something unbelievable here. Oh, he's got Mewtwo up against the wall. This is for the championship if Suicune can counter back. But no!
Not enough!
Mewtwo and Nairo.
Just enough with that chip damage.
With their tournament lives on the line and just 40 health, D1, Mewtwo and Nairo able to stay calm and compose a few breaths and able to force yet another game.
It looks like we're about to go into the final match, if I'm not mistaken.
So here's what's interesting. If Nairo takes the victory,
Yes.
Nairo will get the game point, Nairo versus MatPat in the third match, which could be very interesting. Nothing against MatPat, but he might not be the caliber of player that Alistair is. So, is this essentially the tournament right here for Alistair and MatPat?
Well, it looks like we already have countering the homing attack. With that counter attack from Suicune, he goes forward, and just like I told you before, you can jump over Mewtwo's counter attack. So much damage right now inflicted on Nairo.
Two mythical Pokemon battling it out for the 2017 Pokken Tournament Deluxe Invitational Championship. Nairo with Mewtwo, Alistair with that Suicune. Right now, Suicune with the 498 to 270 advantage. Support gauge max for both of them. Look at Mewtwo and that Eevee looking for a few buffs here, Vicky, in that attack if he can use that support Pokemon.
Nairo finally able to rack up some damage on Alistair for some time there. I was starting to get
Set the time between.
It seems like Nairo's holding on to his own right now, pressuring Alistair so hard, switching it back to field phase.
Nairo able to get some pressure up against the wall, but Suicune going to keep Mewtwo at bay, and that is one round victory right here in this decisive game, either forcing a third match in this championship round, or Alistair and MatPat can go ahead and take the victory right now. MatPat getting that 3-0 sweep on JD Witherspoon. Yes, JD, we couldn't let you forget about the sweep. My apologies here. They've got the brooms out. Here we go. 630 to 512. Early advantage right now for Suicune over Mewtwo. Suicune going to miss right there. Mewtwo able to reverse, get a couple attacks behind. Here comes that wall juggle, D1.
And there it is with the wall spell as well, doing an extra 30 HP. And you see right now, Nairo just trying to lock down Alistair, but just moving around and shows no fear when it comes to this homing attack.
A victory here for Alistair will seal the deal in the championship for MatPat and Alistair. Meanwhile, Nairo, Mewtwo trying to force a third round, and if they can, force a third game in the match.
As you saw right there, he was actually able to use low stance to just crouch right under that beam.
Alistair and the Suicune trying to get some more attacks on Mewtwo. That's going to be critical right there. 85 health for Mewtwo. Here comes the synergy burst from Suicune. Suicune going to try and time up that synergy move. Is this it? No! Mewtwo able to block, but no! Suicune able to counter the dash attack. And that is your championship. Alistair, MatPat, your champions of the 2017 Pokken Tournament Deluxe Invitational. Your thoughts on just the way that Suicune was able to close that out?
Well, overall, the zoning was just impeccable right there by Alistair, and his counters to Nairo's zoning with, first off, crouching underneath the hyper beam, using the mirror coat to also send ranged attacks in field phase right back at Nairo, made it very difficult for Nairo in the long range.
Very, very impressive. So as the champions hug it out with our runner-ups, sorry, no participation medals given out here for our runner-ups. There's only one champion here in this tournament. You saw Alistair with that Suicune, and how impressive was it for Nairo and the Mewtwo to really battle back, because we thought Alistair was going to run away this one with Suicune.
Nairo definitely had a lot of mix-ups when it came to his offense. There were times where if he was getting attacked, he would use the side strike, and other times when he was in Alistair's face and you'd expect a grab, he'd go for the dive kick.
So JD and Nairo, you guys didn't win, so I have to politely ask you to leave the stage at this point. Give it up for JD and Nairo. However, Alistair, MatPat, please step to the center of the stage here, Alistair and MatPat, because we have some special guests to present our awards for our champions. Please welcome from the Pokemon Company, Mr. Ishihara, and two developers from Bandai Namco Studios, Mr. Hoshino and Mr. Suzaki, to present the awards to our champions of the 2017 Pokken Tournament Deluxe Invitational. Please welcome them to the stage.
いいですか。はい。じゃあポッケントーナメントデラックスインビテーショナル優勝おめでとうございます。
Congratulations on your victory here at the Pokken Tournament Deluxe Invitational.
我々からのプライズをお受け取りください。
We do have a prize to present to you, gentlemen.
おめでとうございます。
Congratulations.
Thank you once again. Now the fun doesn't stop here though. We have one more exhibition match. We have the developers from Bandai Namco Studios, Mr. Hoshino and Mr. Suzaki. They're gonna take on MatPat and Alistair in one exhibition round. So please, Mr. Hoshino, Mr. Suzaki, please step up to the stand here. MatPat, Alistair, please take your side of the screen. Mr. Hoshino, Mr. Suzaki, please come this way. Mr. Hoshino first. And so we've got the developers versus the champions here, D1 and Vicky. What are your thoughts about MatPat, the YouTube personality, taking on someone that developed this game?
I mean, these guys made the game, dude. It's definitely going to be a really interesting situation, seeing how MatPat and Alistair are going up against Hoshino-san and Suzaki-san. Like,
exactly what D1 said. These are the gentlemen who created Pokken Tournament. This is just going to be some other level. It's going to take a lot more than just knowing the basic fundamentals to be able to catch them by surprise.
I mean, you know, they still have a pro in Alistair who's on MatPat's side, right? But, I mean, who knows? Like, these guys right now, they don't even look phased that they're going up against Alistair and MatPat. They're like, this is just another day. I mean, we've seen the game way before it's even been released to the masses, so they probably have a couple tricks up their sleeve.
First, taking on MatPat and that Empoleon. So we saw Empoleon, Vicky, with a lot of success, getting in the face of its opponents. However, Krogunk has no problem playing that rush-style play. He's going to want to make sure that he can read and counter very well. So MatPat, this will be exciting, taking on one of the developers here, D1. And if you look at Krogunk right now, doing a fine job of sort of zoning out Empoleon, getting a feel for its attacks, doing a great job blocking as well, too.
Yeah, we're going to see the rush down right now from Empoleon. Actually, wait, getting countered. The Krogunk jumping into the skies, making it very difficult. Mr. Suzaki, look at his Krogunk go. A character who has a lot of RNG when it comes to his special attacks. I wonder if he even knows what's going to happen next.
Mr. Suzaki keeping Empoleon out of range and doing a great job with Krogunk. Krogunk, as we mentioned, can kind of play that all-around style as well, too, and making sure to just keep Empoleon far away and then using those dash attacks. But nice counter there, Vicky, from Empoleon, and the grab from Empoleon also.
Immediately changing the phase, and you know, Krogunk actually does it excel immensely when it comes to speed. He's incredibly fast, but unfortunately, with that RNG style like he has, he could honestly just deframe himself when it comes to this burst. Oh my goodness, but with another phase shift, he's applying so much pressure right now. Immediately using Litten with his low HP, dealing all that damage as you just saw right there on MatPat.
Mr. Suzaki's a bad man right there, getting the victory over Empoleon. And how about that? Turning it around. That was a little bit of a rope-a-dope right there, D1. Sort of make MatPat feel good about himself. Let him know, yeah, kid, I understand you're playing this game, but I developed this thing.
My hands are in my face right now, dude. I can't. I just can't.
Let's get set for the next round here between Empoleon, selected by MatPat, and Krogunk being used by Mr. Suzaki. Mr. Suzaki from Bandai Namco Studios knows everything you need to know about this game right here. Able to jump over the top of Empoleon, and what we're seeing from Krogunk, D1, is a fine job of zoning out Empoleon. Empoleon not having a lot of chances to get in the face of Krogunk and apply some pressure.
Yeah, interestingly enough, while he's using that poison stick, he can't kill the opponent. Oh my gosh!
Did you see that movement?
He's just, and you saw him just chilling on the floor as well. Look at him posing.
Krogunk, flex on him, why don't you? 419 to 268 advantage at this point. Krogunk just playing around with Empoleon. Here comes Empoleon using that synergy burst. Here comes the burst move, but I think Krogunk's gonna be in the air and avoids it there, Vicky.
That's exactly what we were talking about earlier, and that's the best way to avoid Empoleon's burst.
Empoleon with the grab against Krogunk, up in the air, gonna knock Mr. Suzaki back though. Mr. Suzaki down 114 to 275. Empoleon with some more pressure right there. Oh, 2 health left for Mr. Suzaki. 1 health, however, nice little crossover. Here comes Krogunk trying to turn the tables here, D1.
Oh my goodness, mixing up his landing, but it's not enough. MatPat taking it over Mr. Suzaki.
The constant, consistent pressure by MatPat towards the second half of that round right there. Vicky able to get the victory, and Mr. Suzaki and MatPat go to a third round to decide this game here.
And did you see around the end how Krogunk extended his pouches on his cheeks to be able to fall over the opponent to try to mix up his landing and confuse the opponent?
And here it is right now, chilling out in field phase is Mr. Suzaki, but gets caught right there by MatPat. Let's see MatPat's rush down that he was able to do to JD earlier today.
Mr. Suzaki and Krogunk able to counter right there. 424 deficit though for Mr. Suzaki. However, going to drop down, get some damage, and look at the debuff that it just applied to Empoleon here, D1.
Yes, right there, the defense is lowered, which means that you're going to see some more damage off of MatPat whenever Mr. Suzaki strikes.
Meanwhile, Krogunk and that Litten gonna miss with that support Pokemon tag, but here comes the synergy burst from Krogunk. Gonna try and get some massive damage here. Big hit, is this gonna be enough? No, misses with the burst move. However, able to still zone out Empoleon. 341, 113 advantage. Winner of this round wins the game. Empoleon and MatPat trying to fight back. No, Krogunk gonna break through the grab. Flexes on him. 40 health left for Empoleon. Empoleon gonna miss with the swipe. Krogunk going to the air this time. And the crossover by Mr. Suzaki. Stone cold killer. MatPat falling to Mr. Suzaki. Very impressive performance by Krogunk and Mr. Suzaki. And D1, how about Krogunk? Operated by Mr. Suzaki, able to leap into the air, cross over Empoleon at the end of that.
Literally one word, unpredictable. Mr. Suzaki going up against him right there on stage says, you're only gonna get one chance to beat me, and unfortunately you lost. You'll never get to face me again.
Alistair's gonna bat clean up for MatPat and Alistair. Gonna be interesting to see if Alistair goes with that Suicune. Meanwhile, we have Mr. Hoshino. Who will Mr. Hoshino go with here? As you have Alistair, as you talked about before, D1, at the top of this community, and we've seen him play so well with the Mewtwo and a Suicune, but now you're facing off against one of the developers of this game.
Yeah, Hoshino-san definitely might have some tricks up his sleeve as well. We actually have Alistair not going with Suicune.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting selection by Alistair. You got to figure he's well-rounded in every single character. But we're going to go back to Gen 1 here for a classic throwdown in the schoolyard of Charizard against Pikachu at this point. Litten going to be chosen for that support Pokemon here, Vicky. And right now, in the foreground, you're going to have Charizard, controlled by Mr. Hoshino. Meanwhile, Alistair going with Pikachu. And Pikachu, one of those players that's a little bit more well-rounded. Meanwhile, our first sort of power player in Charizard here, Vicky.
Charizard really likes to play mid-range, but you also have to take into consideration that he does fly as well, so that could be a way for him to mix up Pikachu, as we saw in the last game, Krogan doing the same thing.
Pikachu with a nice juggle right there, gonna back off Charizard. Let's go ahead and shift phases at this point, connecting with a couple of projectiles here. And really what we've seen from Alistair, D1, is a fine job of taking advantage of that field phase.
Yeah, and it looks like he's not even afraid of the Fire Punch, which is an option that Charizard does have. Here it is. Great follow-up by Alistair, taking that first round over Hoshino-san.
Pikachu and Alistair taking that round. If they can get this round, they'll go ahead and take that game here, Vicky.
And we saw all that pressure from Alistair because Pikachu in particular plays very close range and is incredibly fast. And when he's in mid-range, it's a little bit difficult for him to rack up all that extra damage. But we're not really seeing that too much right now. He's going to have to try to bring this back.
Charizard with the grab and the throw. It's going to do some major damage on Pikachu. 600, 266. Let's serve it up again right here, D1.
Yes, absolutely. Mr. Hoshino has that tech. Keep your eyes open.
Mr. Hoshino. Huge advantage over Alistair and that Pikachu. Let's see if Pikachu can bounce back, though, trying to get the cross. Blocked by Charizard. Charizard going to knock back Pikachu. Charizard bringing down some pain. However, Charizard with the third grab of the match. Mr. Hoshino, unbelievable, able to keep Alistair at bay and connect on not one,
yes,
not two, but 3 grabs in that round.
Absolutely, you can tell this guy is a master of rock, paper, scissors, or janken, as they would say as well. This is out of control. Using the grabs to beat the counterattack, getting extra damage because it is a critical hit. Here we have third round with Alistair versus Hoshino-san.
Do you think Alistair's a little starstruck at this point? Maybe that's getting into his head, maybe throwing him off possibly.
I mean, I would be.
Pikachu getting some early pressure on Charizard. Winner of this round will decide the game between Mr. Hoshino and Alistair. Meanwhile, Charizard getting that block, getting the hit on Pikachu. Pikachu, though, able to try and counter. Charizard doing a fine job of reading and blocking there, Vicky.
And it seemed like that for a little bit, that Alistair was going to be able to maneuver himself around Mr. Hoshino, but it isn't enough assist coming, so another grab from Mr. Hoshino. How is he going to avoid this?
Mr. Hoshino has Alistair seeing stars with all of these grabs right now. Charizard able to deal and try to get through a couple of tough projectiles. Meanwhile, Pikachu connects with the counter, though, and Pikachu able to knock Charizard back. Let's shift phases here. Pikachu, light, nimble, mobile. Charizard trying to get in his mug. Meanwhile, Mr. Hoshino down to 146. Let's get some Mega Charizard X here. Mega Charizard trying to put some pressure. Here comes Linton. Oh, that's going to connect on Charizard, knock it back. 99 health for Mr. Hoshino. Here comes Pikachu in burst mode. Let's see if Pikachu can connect with that burst move right here. Here comes Poplio using some support Pokemon health. Pikachu still in burst mode. Charizard getting some attacks here. Charizard with a little bit more health and a couple of boosts right here too, D1.
But right there, that counter from that Fire Punch, and it looks like it's getting really intense here. The dodge kick,
Mr. Hoshino takes it!
Mr. Hoshino battles back and gets the victory over Alistair. How impressive was that, D1?
I mean, Mr. Hoshino, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? The man is one of the developers right here, the directors of the game. He knows a lot about the game. When it came to the mix-ups, it looks like Alistair's Pikachu just couldn't do it. He was getting caught by many seismic tosses. You saw him go for that tail whip every time, going into the flight, and then just immediate seismic toss. It was super, super difficult to deal with. And right now we have Alistair seeing stars, just like Jordan said before.
We were talking about being starstruck, but my goodness, I was incredibly starstruck just by watching that. I can't believe how Alistair may feel right now.
Oh, definitely. But a big thank you to Ishihara-san, Suzaki-san, and Hoshino-san for bringing Pokken Tournament Deluxe to the Switch. We are thankful.
Very impressive right there. They get their artwork, their awards. Give it up for Mr. Hoshino, Mr. Suzaki, Matt, Pat, Alistair, your champions of the 2017 Pokken Tournament Deluxe Invitational. Stick around, we got the Arms Open Invitational coming later today. Give it up one more time for them.
with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. Come on and jump up in the air, jump without a care. Jump up 'cause you know that I'll be there. And if you find you're short on joy, don't fret, just don't forget that you're still a one-up boy.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 2017. We're back here to take a quick look at the new Yoshi game for Nintendo Switch. We're here with Kendra and Matt over there. And Kendra, take it away.
All right, so this is our first time showing this title. Super excited. It's extremely adorable, of course, because it's a Yoshi game. And we have some similarities to Woolly World, but this is an entirely new iteration in the Yoshi franchise. We've got, as you can see in the background, we've got, it looks kind of like a toilet paper roll.
Yeah.
And we've got some sort of diorama style elements going on, but I'm going to stop talking and just start vanquishing my enemies. So something really cool that's new about this one is that we are able to interact with the background and the foreground. And I'm going to show you what that looks like in just a sec after I get all the red coins
All
and
the
such.
treats.
Yes.
Oh, hey.
So yeah, you'll notice here I can't so much see what's going on, but that's because we're able to see both the front and the back side of the stage later. Not now, but later. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Bam. So I'm able to send things flying in the background. I can collect coins. I can smack around my enemies if I want.
Oh wait, hang
which
on
I
a sec.
totally want to do.
Oh yeah, you're loading up on eggs now.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, I need all the eggs.
Oh, there's stuff happening.
There is. So yeah, I'm
Wait,
just gonna
take out
what?
that.
Yeah,
you take
that
out
bush.
that shrub with the flowers right there.
Okay.
'Cause
All right. No shrub unturned.
Yeah, because I love.
Oh.
He's my favorite dude
He's like
right
taking
there.
a nap.
He's just like slacking
Should I
off
do- I'm
work.
doing it.
Wake him
Yeah,
up.
Sorry, dude.
Oh, now you're.
that was totally worth it.
That was way
So
worth
as
it.
you can see, interacting with the background and paying attention to what's going on around you is pretty rewarding. And
Hey,
yes,
no,
okay.
no Shage left standing.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? But he's just like hanging out.
There
He
are
already
a lot
stole
of
his
them.
coin. He has nothing left to live for.
Okay, all right, it's true. I'll
There
put
it
him out of
is.
his misery. There you go, buddy.
There.
I
See,
did it. I
He's
did
in
it
a
for
better
you.
place now.
Oh gosh.
I wonder if that sleeping one was supposed to be
What?
doing some kind of work or something.
I think he
wonder
was
why
there to
he's
support the other guy, and now left him alone.
Wow, you guys are really building on this story. Okay, so I'm gonna knock over this guy's house because he has another goodie for me. Oh wow, dang, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Oh well, that's a lot of flower spots compared to
Indeed.
what.
Now,
we've
you
had
hinted at
before.
this a second ago, but what I love about this is how like handmade the whole game feels. Like it feels kind of like a diorama project. You know, you can see the corrugated cardboard. You can see like the little cows in the background look like they're made out of construction paper.
Mhm. Yeah, totally. And I feel like it's really cool because like it reminds me of when I was a kid, you know, and I would make things out of cardboard and whatnot for school projects or just because I felt like it.
Just taking out the cows.
Yeah, you gotta tip all the cows. Them's the rules.
I wish that. Oh,
No,
okay.
no, no. Okay, hang on. We gotta do this right.
All right, going up.
I know. I'm running low on eggs too.
Oh my God! Look at that little Shy Guy painted on the inside of that
Yeah,
window.
it's like hand drawn. So cute.
Yeah,
The
very
developers
cute.
have really put a lot of just work into the detail in this game, and it's just as charming as ever. I just love it. I don't know, like the music and everything makes me feel super happy. It's like the little flute.
And you can see a lot of depth to the level design here too. You've been going through doors and behind locations and kind of exploring around behind the scenes. As you mentioned earlier, and for anyone who's seen the trailer, you would have seen some of this as well. All stages have 2 sides to them. You've got the front side and the back side. There might be some areas that you wouldn't even think to explore, except that once you've played it through one way, on the back side of your playthrough on the other side of the level, you might notice that there's a way that you could go that you couldn't go before.
Totally. And these moving platforms, I want everybody to watch in to pay attention to those because I'm gonna show you something really cute about that later.
Yeah, so
But
just
for
remember
now,
that those
I
are
need to
there.
destroy more houses.
Nice,
Give me that. Give me
finding
that.
a few
Look at
collectibles along
this
the
little
way.
dude's like just stepping out to take a stretch. Little does he know.
Aw.
Come back here, buddy. Come
Is he
on,
gonna come
your
out
time
again?
is
No,
nigh.
you
Your
took
time
his,
is nigh.
You took his flower and now he's sad. All right.
Bam.
And I love the way that the grass is kind of rippling as you throw things past it and kind of waving in the breeze.
Oh yeah, there just so many things interact, and it's really rewarding to. Ooh.
Neat.
I wonder whose
It's
teams
very
those
rewarding.
were. Those teams
Punch
were
your way
really
through
big.
that door.
Do you see here over here on the left?
The clothesline?
Yeah.
Oh, totally. Yeah, they're like little paper clothes blowing in the breeze. I gotta watch out for this train. It's a good thing none of those Shy Guys are on the tracks.
all clear.
I feel like that would end in
Tragedy.
yeah, in tears.
They're already having a pretty rough road of things with you running through their town.
Yeah, and look, if you look in the very far background, those look like plates with little smiley
yeah,
faces
there's a-
on them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's super cute.
This is weird. For all the times I've played this, I'd never noticed the smiley faces
I know,
on the
I
plates.
actually didn't either until right now. Boop, boop, boop.
Here's
So-
another important thing to remember.
Yeah, everybody
So-
watching back at home.
Yeah, just make a little note, get a piece of
Notice
paper,
this.
write down
me standing here?
that there was a thing here that
Yeah.
we're going to come back to when we're playing on the flip side of this level.
That's right. But I need to eat more.
Forget
eat
at
more
your peril.
characters. Turn them into eggs.
Okay, good.
Ooh, we got goodies back there. I'm just like going for the gold here. I'm just gonna kill all the Shy Guys.
There we go.
Oh,
you got to
ki-
no, you
kill
can't take his
all
money.
The Shy Guys.
There you go. The
There
only
we
way you
go.
get all the
Look at-
flowers.
yeah, did you
is
see
with
that?
murder.
All the flowers like. Boop.
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
Nice.
dang.
And
wow,
you got one of
clearly
the
my
red
last
coins.
shot wasn't perfect enough to get all those coins. So as with all Yoshi games, you have tons of secrets and things to discover, and you're rewarded. You're rewarded by taking your time and just really playing through all the areas and
Whoa,
being
go, go, go.
curious.
Get him.
Dude, I'm gonna get him.
Get him.
He can't escape
Get
his
him.
fate.
Get
Oh,
him.
I know. He's
Get
got to
him.
keep dropping those. Bam. He was there. I ate him. It's all over.
I'm glad that you did
Everything's
that
over.
behind the wall so that we couldn't see what happened to that Shy Guy.
Look at the little cardboard door. So cute. Okay. Doop doop. So I'm
One-
not going to go there because that's an exit and I can't get
Yeah, one-way
in,
door.
But I'm going to show you. Yeah.
Hey, there was something
This
really,
music.
really neat that you did a second ago, and I want to draw some people's attention to that just throughout this level. You threw an egg at a little rubber band that snapped it, and like the bridge unfolded in front of you. Everything that you see in this game, you could probably make out of household objects. You know, you could make a little rubber band, like collapsible bridge thing that, you know, you snap the rubber band and the bridge unfolds. Everything, not only does it look handcrafted, you could probably figure out how to make these things on your own time.
Oh, totally. I feel like it's the kind of thing that I would have tried to make when I was a kid, and I probably would have failed. But you know.
just find that
But I
end,
would have
like-
tried. I
oh.
would have tried. Dang it!
got-
Come back here, you.
He's coming.
Patience. Patience. No. Okay.
Don't.
No. Oh my gosh.
He's proving to be a tricky,
I know.
tricky guy.
Because
Okay,
he's
one, two,
taunting
no,
me.
yeah, don't let it go.
There we
There
go.
it is.
Jeez, now I have to go get more eggs.
No collectible, uncollected.
I know. He's taunting me. It's payback. I took out all his brothers.
Oh my God, there's stars. Wait,
Wait.
wait. Can we take
Ooh,
a look?
yes,
I want to look
2
at the
for 1.
stars. We passed the stars.
To
They're
start.
so
Wait,
cute.
you want me to go back?
I just want to look at them real quick. I'm sorry.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, those smiles are precious.
They are precious. They bring me joy.
Thank you for showing me the stars.
You're welcome. All right, so we're gonna
Okay, there's a cool
continue
thing.
to. Oh my gosh, come on now. There we go. I'm getting to like.
That was
I'm like
that
rushing
was profitable.
this. I gotta take my time, be patient with the aiming.
I love how
Oh,
much
hi.
complexity the.
Oh, you no!
Just take it. Steal it
I
from
don't
them.
know. I'm scared.
Oh, you got him. Nice. They may
Wait,
get away,
hey,
but not with
hey.
the money.
All right, you know
They're
what?
not going to wait around.
That's fine. They can go. They can
So-
have their freedom for now.
I love the kind of way that the game adjusts the focus for
Okay.
you. Like,
Are you
so
ready
got
for
the,
this,
oh, I'm
though?
ready. All right, let's
Okay,
do the
sorry.
thing, and then
I
we'll
don't want
talk
to
about
interrupt you,
focus.
but I
No,
just
go.
want everybody. Whee!
Watch them scatter.
And I know,
love
because they
that.
know that the wrath is coming. The wrath of Yoshi.
The wrath of Yoshi.
It cometh. Okay. Bam.
Oh,
Nice.
nice work.
So there we had the front side of the stage, and now we're going to switch to the course select screen, and I'm going to show everybody the
stars on
back side.
sticks.
Yeah, I was about to say, more stars for you there, Rich.
You're so cute.
Yeah,
They are.
They're
I know.
amazing.
I like how they totally look like hand cut, handcrafted.
So now we're going into the same stage, but on the flip side.
That's right.
More stars. And that Shy Guy.
Oh, yeah. I love how they're on sticks too. That's
I actually do feel a little bad picking on the Shy Guys because they are one of my favorite Nintendo characters.
I mean, they're one of my favorite characters too, and that's why I like picking on them.
Wow.
So it's just a very different perspective on
I appreciate your
on
honesty.
things.
The truth is out.
Okay, so what you're looking at here is all the stuff that we couldn't see that was hidden. Like we saw the front side of that milk carton earlier. Now we're looking at the back side. You can see what was actually there.
Yeah,
you
so
had,
oh, sorry. I was just going to say we started at the very beginning, same spot we were at. That's all. Go for it.
But like,
I just wanted to make sure that was clear to everybody.
but like when you went back there, you grabbed all those coins because you could kind of see them through the little like cracks in the windows and stuff.
I did.
This time you get a full view.
Oh my God, look at that.
Okay, yeah, so this Shy Guy in the background, if you guys notice the butterflies that were waving around, he's actually holding it and it's like attached with tape and it's super cute and goodbye.
Like,
okay.
The thing I love
It needed
about
to
this,
happen.
they're all like stage hands. As much as they're enemies, they're stage
no.
hands.
All out of-
Like working the props in the background and like making the game come to life for you. I
wonder
love
if
that
someone's
aspect
paying
of
them
this.
to do this.
Oh, and there's like something
In
sparkling in the
those
background.
coins that you're taking from them.
Right, right, because they're always carrying coins. Maybe they just got paid.
Dude,
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
notice in the background there's like planters.
Oh yeah, like
Planters
that's
and there's,
actually
like, a
somebody's
window.
house.
Oh yeah.
We are in someone's house, people. Come here, you.
You got that.
Who's in your house? Is it
Aw.
Rich?
Well, I don't know. You know what?
He's fine.
I'm
We
leaving
do-
him alone this time. He's having
Yeah.
enough. He looks kind of sad. I'm gonna let him be. I'm also gonna leave the butterfly guy alone. I'm feeling remorse. my wrathful.
Wait, there's a little construction paper river back there too that was really cool. Like when you
Aw.
come forward through the. Oh wait, what's up there?
Yeah, there's some
Coins.
stuff.
Dude, look up at the top of the house. Jump, jump, jump. Yee.
I don't
I don't know
know.
how to get up there.
Ah.
Oh, there's got to be a way to get up
There
there.
probably is.
Can you throw an egg at it?
I probably can.
No, from the other side. It looks because it's got those little
right.
corrugated cardboard things like little supports. Can you target that?
It's pretty tricky from
It's
this
hard from
angle.
this side.
I'm not.
Okay, so
yeah.
what you're going to
It's
have
cool.
to do, now you know it's there. Next time you're playing through on the other side,
Exactly.
you know what to shoot and you know what it unlocks.
Yeah,
So you can
yeah.
go back and you can do that again.
And that's obviously something that's unique to this game. You're rewarded by paying really close attention to everything that's going on around you at all times. And some secrets are accessible from one side as opposed to the other side.
I also really liked how you got that flower, and since we're on the reverse side of the stage, the flower showed up as the reverse side of the flower.
Yeah, yeah,
That's right.
exactly.
You've got like front side collectibles and back side collectibles.
Yeah, this game has so much heart, so much detail. Okay, yes, here's the part I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so remember the moving platforms? Check this out.
That's why they were moving.
They are working so hard here. They are pulling little rubber bands that are attached to these cartons, and sweat is just dripping off of them. And I'm just going to eat them and put them out of their misery because I care.
And now
because I care.
Now that you've done that, those things are permanently extended. So all of those are now like permanent platforms. And hang on a second, let's go back. Because like written on, like painted on the back side of this is a little like,
oh, like a like
because
an
they're trying to show you a little
explanation.
bit of how this works. It's like a little cartoony drawing of Yoshi chowing down on a Shy Guy.
So cute. Okay, I think I'm full up. Yep, I'm
Yep.
full up.
Yeah, you're full.
But I'm still going to eat this guy. I'm hungry.
Here's a couple
I am
more of
hungry,
the
hungry, Yoshi.
stage hands doing their work.
Those sound delicious.
Let me in. Let me in.
Now,
Nope.
do you remember how to get in here?
Oh, I do.
Oh, bring it back just in time.
Yes.
Okay.
And
There
now
you
I
go.
will wreak havoc.
And now you know the
your
rest
day
of the
job's
story.
ended, buddy. You're done.
And he was napping.
I know.
There's
And
a lot
now
of
he's in
napping Shy
my-
Guys.
He's in one of the eggs now.
Napping
All right.
still until you throw him at one of his friends.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Another backside. Should I bother with them? I don't know. I'll leave them be. I'm feeling
But now-
like I need to show mercy on some of these guys because
You ran through there earlier, and now you
I
get to.
did, yeah,
Oh, that's
so
right. You threw an egg in there
I
earlier.
threw an egg just by instinct, but obviously there was a little cloud floating in there, which
Oh,
is
wait.
why. Oh no!
Yeah. Well, you got to wait for the train anyway. Go
Don't-
back to the
yeah.
cookie box real quick.
Don't cross without looking both ways. Wait, you want me to
Yeah,
go
I
back?
want to look at the cookie box real quick because you can see, like, when they made the diorama, they only put construction paper and paint on like the front side, but the back side you
yeah.
can still see like what it was.
Yeah, because the
like,
front
oh,
side
there's
is
cookies.
the part that everybody's gonna see, right?
Right.
So cute. All right.
More cookies.
I know. I need
Boink.
eggs. Give me the eggs.
Nice.
I love that sound effect.
So here we are back at the train station.
The
that,
other area that
you were meant to take a note. So get your notes, review for the home audience.
Right, yeah. Got your notepads?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, bam.
Nicely
So
timed.
there was the little arrow pointing there, obviously, that was indicating to me that I should throw an egg. And now I have another flower. And I'm going for a little choo-choo ride.
A little juice box for the...
Now, that flower showed up as a regular flower would normally show up.
Yeah, because that's on this side.
Right.
It's only accessible on the flip side of this stage. This stage.
Right. So I think that's cool.
And
there's that distinction.
There's that one-way door that you hit earlier, which now deposited you. Oh!
Oh, hey.
Look what you forgot.
Wow, yeah, look what I did forget. You're going down, buddy.
But it's awesome
You
because
will
like you
pay.
couldn't see that unless you were unless you'd already played through on the front
This
side of
guy.
that. Oh, that's the dude you got to get from
The
the train station. Can you hit him from here? Oh.
Blarg. Blarg. Dang it. Oh, and he is just like holding.
And
He
he's
is
holding
not-
some caramel bricks. I love that.
Wow. He's been in training to do that particular job because
Yeah.
he has to stay there permanently. All right, well, fine then. I do want to actually keep going so that we have enough time for the next area.
Okay,
there
so
are
he
many
can live.
secrets to be found. I'm not going to spoil them all, so we're going to keep pressing on.
Oh, here's this.
These are all the dudes that
I
were
know.
hiding. Look, the
They're so
shy guys
cute.
are
I know,
like
I just
waiting
kinda wanna
behind
look
the
at them
door.
because they're just like doing their thing. All right,
They're just
guys.
waiting for go time.
Well, go time is now.
Oh, there they go.
Bam.
I just noticed the flip side of the coins have like a little Yoshi head on them too.
So cute. All right, so here we are. Backside completed. Obviously, I didn't hit every single secret, but we are going to move on because now we're going to do some two-player, which is personally my
Super awesome.
favorite. And Rich is going to
I'll
play
take
with
a
me.
control.
Oh,
Yoink.
off of my
Yoink.
wrist.
There we go.
There we go.
Strap up. And we're just going to switch back to the course select. Oh, wait. I've got the other half of your controller, so you'll need me to push some buttons.
Yeah. Oop, there we go.
I'll push that button.
You did it.
It's already super cooperative.
It is.
So
It's teamwork.
This time we're going to be looking at a different course, right?
Yes, we're going to be looking at a different course. We are playing two-player. It's amazing. I love it. It requires a lot of coordination.
It's
and
a little savage.
It is.
It can be a little
okay.
savage.
All right, get your
Boink.
bearings first.
Okay.
Get your bearings.
I'm here. I'm ready.
Here we are. Okay,
Boink.
so I'm green. Rich is red. Dude,
All right, just
I
dancing.
don't know if I
I'm
trust
just
you.
dancing. Okay, you
Okay.
take the high road, I'll take the low road.
you're making me nervous, man.
That's fine. I'm not gonna.
Look at the little.
I could use an egg though, so.
Okay.
I mean-
All right. I won't be greedy.
Oop. Boink. There we go.
I'm feeling nicer than usual.
Oh, wait, I am on the other hand. I'm gonna knock the other side of this
yeah,
off.
we got
just
to
'cause-
see what's going on back here.
Oh, sorry. I do like the little.
Adorable.
Again, Shy Guy stage hands are the best thing. I'm gonna.
I like that they only have the heads and the necks too.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
not even a full body. Okay.
So here's our first puzzle for this like multiplayer co-op stage. You have just grabbed a magnet and latched it on to a couple of cans. Is it-
Here, you
can
go
we
first.
can we clear this?
I think we can.
Okay.
Yeah, just barely.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. You're gonna see that pop up a few times in this stage. Gonna eat. Yum. And then why don't you hop on and I'll
yes,
give,
I'm going
give
for
you
a
a
ride.
push.
Going for a ride.
A little giraffe. Burp. Burp, 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 burp.
Wait, oh, wait.
Oh, whoa, wait. Oh,
Wait,
okay,
oh,
okay,
no.
okay. Well, now you're up there. Wait, come
Well,
down. I'll push it
all right,
back.
All right, we'll
It's
bring
fine.
it back. We'll bring it back. Oh, but
I got
first,
carried away.
no, but first we have to solve this little thing. Obviously, so as you can see,
Wait,
the coins
hang
are
on a
telling
sec.
us what to do.
There's two little Shy Guys holding this up.
Yeah, and they're
that you
they're
just
gone
totally,
now.
totally
Nope, their time
crushed.
is over. It was
Yeah.
a good run for them, but they're done.
Yeah, inertia
Okay.
carried us away on that giraffe, but
No.
I'll come up here now.
All right, so now we're up here
grab some
because clearly there are
coins.
things that we need.
And I'm gonna clear the way. Boink.
Nice.
Here, you go ahead.
You sure?
You-
but
you've
you
been
cleared him.
All right.
You should get
I'll
it.
go.
Yeah.
You two are so polite to each other.
Okay.
Teamwork, man. Teamwork.
Yeah, if only
Okay.
because.
All right, you want to ride? You want to ride this time?
If we don't, no, I'll push. I'll push.
Okay.
If we don't actively cooperate, we'll just be brutalizing each other through the rest of
It's-
this stage.
It's true. We got to
Okay.
keep the lines of communication open.
Okay, so we've come to a stop here. Something's obstructing us, but we can't really see what. So, oh, and I'm up in.
So
on top
now
of
we
something.
get to showcase a new mechanic.
Okay, and we're just gonna jump and.
Oh, bop,
There
there
we
we go.
Ground pound to flip the stage.
Yeah, so we did a simultaneous ground pound and we were able to flip the stage. Now we can see the back side of it, which is obviously unique to the two-player functionality.
Now, there was one of those magnets in our way, and also there's a metal can right here that we can use
Nice.
that magnet on. Eat up. Yoink. You got it?
Let me up.
You got it. Oh, it's Moo Moo Meadows. Wait, check it out.
Yeah.
Oh my
From
gosh.
Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
totally.
awesome.
Wow.
Hey, buddy.
I love it. There are so many
What you doing?
details to notice and take in. It's like every time I play, I notice something new.
So we're now
think we should-
kind of off the beaten path, but
Yeah.
we're just gonna.
Are we? Oh,
Sort of.
okay, we are.
Yeah, now we're down here.
Okay.
Which is fine.
I'm on you.
And we landed on this platform. Let's flip it around again so we can
Okay.
take a look at where we are.
Oh.
Oops.
Wait. Okay.
1, 2, jump and pound.
Sorry
There
about
you
that.
go. There it is. Now, here,
Ooh,
you can lead
stuff.
the way. Oh, wait, there's
Stuff.
stuff. Yeah, we got to get stuff.
Stuff.
I think you're going to bounce.
Maybe.
Oops,
Oh,
I fell.
oh, I almost
now I'm
had it.
sad. Now
Eh.
I'm sad.
Wait, you are sad.
You do
oh,
sound
I got
sad.
it. Well, you get that, and then
oh,
I'll
look
come.
who's got it.
I'm gonna
There
help
we
you
go.
out, man.
Yeah, you get the ones
help
up there.
you
I'll
out.
get the ones
Okay.
down here, and then
See?
I'll eat up.
Look at that. Look
I want to
at
get
that
back up there.
teamwork.
So now that we've gotten rid of that obstacle on our way, I'm just going to push this a little
Rescue
further.
our little giraffe.
And we can get
Leave
back
no giraffe
our little
behind.
tiny
Leave
giraffe.
no giraffe behind. Okay.
Because check it out, now we're on another giraffe. This whole thing is has like a really cool sort of jungle theme going on.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say giraffe themed.
And giraffe theme too. Oh, you're on my head.
Sorry,
Gotta-
sorry. I know I keep doing that.
Okay. Now this is the legitimately terrifying part. So I'm gonna go.
Wait, no spoilers. No spoilers.
I'm gonna go.
I have
this-
refrained from eating you thus far.
I
but
know it's really.
it's-
I do respect
Oh gosh,
that.
there
Okay.
it is.
Now let's
There it
I gotta eat you
is.
before. Oh,
No.
run! Oh.
Dude.
Run away!
go.
Run away! Run away!
Run away! Run away! Oh gosh!
Run.
No, no!
Get out of there!
I'm trying,
It's
man.
terrible.
I'm trying. Oh no!
He's the worst, and he's
Oh,
angry
he
at you.
sees me.
Wait, he's confused.
It doesn't know what to do.
Who does he
Oh
hate more?
no!
Okay.
It hates me more.
Okay,
Oh,
you get up
boy.
here.
Okay.
Lure his ire, because now he's cleared a path
Oh,
for us.
no.
But we still have to
Okay,
get
wait.
past him.
So I'm gonna
Okay, yeah,
tempt
take
him
the high
over
road.
this way, and you. Oh my gosh, my heart is
All right,
racing.
run,
Okay,
run now.
No, I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay, I'm going.
This is your only
Okay,
chance.
Go!
He is not going to let us go. I'm
Oh my gosh, he's so
ignoring.
fast.
He's faster.
Run, jump, jump. Oh, you got it. Okay.
I don't know.
Wait.
No, because.
Oh wait, when you pop those
Run.
balloons, we dropped a bridge back there. Let's
Go,
go
man,
check that out
go.
and get away from that guy. Okay. Yoink.
Okay. Wow.
Oh,
That was
I am
seriously
loaded.
intense.
I know. I am loaded for eggs, so I'm just gonna see what's back.
Yeah, we gotta start.
Take a
we
look
gotta
around.
start.
You got. Oh, all right. You found something.
I did. They're just hanging out.
They're fine.
Are we gonna leave them be?
Yeah.
All right, we'll leave
yeah.
them be.
They seem like
For
pals.
now.
They seem like super pals. All right. I'm just scared of jumping over these guys. I'm just gonna
Oh my
flutter my
gosh.
way over.
And here we are back over here.
Okay. Now let's do some pushing again.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because what
Wait,
we're gonna
wait,
do. Oh,
Don't you want to ride?
No, I'm
Wait,
fine.
I want to get on.
Okay.
Wait, I want to get on. I want to get on top.
Here, just you
No,
you do
yeah.
you do your thing.
Except
I'm just
I
gonna
can't. No.
gonna kill a few. Like just all right. You ready?
Do you feel better now?
I do.
Good.
I took out all my
Great.
aggression on some stage hand shy guys.
Oh my
So now
gosh.
we can push
Whee!
this across this bridge and just take a quick opportunity to grab some more.
Sorry, man.
You-
I know. I keep doing that.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll push it back a little.
Eh.
There's a door here anyway. We're not going to be able to push all the way through that.
Oh, this guy's just like. All
Got
the
it?
shy guys feel very peaceful. I mean, minus the ones with like the giant
The
cannons.
bazookas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's.
Oh, I remember.
think we can quite make
Remember?
that jump yet, so we're gonna have to find a little. I'm gonna make it sound like that was totally intentional.
Oh, okay.
It was totally intentional. So we can't quite get up as high as we want to yet. Oh, and that rhinoceros is still there.
Oh my gosh, he's waiting in the
I lured him
wings.
away. I lured him away. Eee.
Oh
he's
man,
coming.
He,
Oh,
he's
he's
coming for blood. Oh no.
Man,
It
that
smells
shy
my
guy
fear.
is
Okay.
really
It
strong.
smells
Run
my
away.
fear.
Run away.
Run away.
Run
Run
away.
away. Oh my gosh.
Is he coming? Is he still here?
I'm afraid.
Does he
oh
know
my
he's here?
gosh. No. Wait.
I'll try to get him down here.
I think, yeah, he wants you now. He wants you. He keeps being really indecisive about which one of us he wants to eat.
All right, I'm gonna lure, gonna flood. Run away. Okay, he's gonna
Is he-
kill me. No,
wait, where'd
he's
he go?
angry at you. Come this way.
Oh, he's angry at me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna lure him this way.
Because there's a couple balloons here that I don't want to go down there.
I do.
Oh, all right, well, go for it.
Face your fears,
Nope.
Rich. Face them.
I have 2 hearts left. That's not fear-facing. That's not a fear-facing
Okay.
number.
I am a little scared
All
too.
right,
Oh, he's
I'm
right
just
there.
Gonna, it's,
Okay. No, just go. Just
no,
go.
I'm fine.
Wait.
All right,
Now
we're-
we don't know where he is.
All right, I'm gonna lure him
Oh
out as
my
best I
gosh.
can. Come to
Okay.
me, my friend.
I'm running. I don't know where he is.
He's
All right, so
coming for us,
we're gonna
though. That's
start
all I know.
Clean slate. So
Oh gosh!
nice.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. So we'll go for. Oh,
Here.
you're.
No, you're
what?
safe.
Hey,
You're safe
hey,
now.
man, you
This
don't
is
eat your
better.
friends. You
Get
do
out of
not
here.
eat your friends. Wow.
All right, I'm just gonna spit you out over there. Sorry.
Dude.
There.
Oh, hey.
I took
Oh,
your
that
eggs.
That worked out.
Now I'm leaving. Let's leave. That coin doesn't matter. Nothing matters anymore. Just run. Ow!
Oh no.
All right. So now
Run,
that I'm
dude.
now that I'm a fluttery egg, I'm gonna need you to save me.
Shoot. All right. All right.
So can you come free me from my eggy prison?
Yeah. Well, I'll try.
All right. I'll be back
Okay.
in a few minutes. It's
just-
on. It's
you're-
incumbent
you're-
upon
you're-
you.
Oh gosh. Okay. I need to. I gotta focus here because things are getting
Free me.
crazy. Dude,
Save me.
I
Save me. Now. Now's your chance. Now's my chance.
I know. I know. You're too high up.
I know. Now jump. Oh, I'm in the
Nope,
foreground.
you are. So yeah, so clearly we've got a new element here where you're able to float in the foreground, in the background.
You grab that and go
Dude,
do
I am,
important
like-
things with it. I'll be along when I'm along, okay? You have a very important job right now.
All right.
Free me! Now jump! Yay!
There. Oh,
There it is.
Oh, thank
finally.
goodness.
Okay.
I'm back.
Man,
I lost all my eggs,
I'm
but I'm
laughing
back.
so hard that my eye is watering. Okay.
Well, it just
Well, so we have some things going on down
Okay,
below us
okay.
here, and we can't quite see what it is.
I have a guess.
But
should we? Should we?
I think we should.
Okay.
Ready?
Oops, I wasn't ready.
Beautiful.
There
There
we
we
go.
go.
I don't wanna go
Oh my
down
gosh.
there.
There's a baby one. What?
Oh, and there's
They're
also
just messing with us now.
and there's also a magnet.
They're
Let's
just
go.
messing with-
There's
Wait,
actually.
you don't wanna go down there?
We are gonna have to go down. Ow! I just got shot. Jerk. Got him.
All right. Wait. Oh, sorry, man. Oh no,
'Cause
I'm out of
wanna-
eggs.
I want to show.
Did you get that? It's
I want to
tempting
show a
me.
thing off. All right. I'll
Because
just.
it's there.
Hi guys and.
I know. It's intense.
Got it.
It's intense.
Boink. All right, money, bling, bling, bling. Okay. Now, the reason we need all of these little magnets is because we have to open this door right here, which is attached to that weighted can. But it's not quite weighted enough. So we've dropped a couple of eggs on it. I can stand on it and I can open it the rest of the way, but then I
And
can't.
then I can go.
And
then
you
you'll
can
just
win,
be stuck
but
and
I.
that rhino will take
yeah,
you out.
I'm left in Rhino Murderland. So now we're gonna have to find another magnet to weigh it down.
And of course, it's down there.
Down here with
the baby.
No, all right.
Oh, I
I'll
think
just,
he wants.
I'll
Oh
do
no,
it.
he wants me. He wants
All
me.
right, you jump up top
Oh
side.
gosh. Okay.
And then
All right, man.
I can't
Team
see
effort.
a thing.
We gotta. All right.
I'm gonna not die. I'm
Yep.
not.
No, don't die. Don't.
I'm gonna die a little
Please
bit.
don't
It's
die.
fine.
Please don't die. I'm counting on you.
got a
It's all
baby.
up to you now.
Oh gosh.
You're the only one that
All
can do this.
Free me.
No pressure.
Free me. If I die, free me. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
And you know, hey, let's flip it again.
I love the music too. It's like so intense, and then the music.
Let's flip
just
it around again,
continues
'cause
to
I
be
wanna-
adorable. Okay.
There we go.
There.
Because oh.
What?
Well,
What's up?
we were gonna go back and do a thing. Do you want to
Okay.
get that thing?
We can get the
There's
thing.
the thing.
Okay.
Here.
You want me to get that thing?
Yeah. Yeah, you can get that thing.
Ugh.
We don't have to. We don't have to get all the things.
We don't.
But we could get all the things.
We could. I don't know. I want to just run around with this.
I know.
Like, with his cheeks all
Got,
huge.
like my puffy cheeks. Do we want to run back and?
Do you?
I don't know. I'm gonna
Please
die.
just make a decision.
All right, I'm just gonna throw that up
I know,
there.
Matt's like, dude, I'm over it. Just go.
Door's
Just go.
open. Here, you lock that on, and
What are you doing?
you have another
Yeah,
magnet.
I know. I just want to bring it.
You want to win with the magnet?
Why
Okay,
not?
Okay.
Why not?
There we go. All
Badu,
clear? All safe?
badu.
Oh wait, there's more stuff.
Yeah,
I forgot
man.
about all the more
yeah,
stuff.
Oh, I sure did.
Oh no.
So-
Okay. I'm gonna take the safe road. I'm gonna go on the snouts.
I just got eaten. Wow.
Oh,
okay,
I
wait,
can't.
wait, man.
Safe road is not
Oh
safe.
gosh. There is no safety here. Oh my gosh. Okay, and I'm gonna take the greedy route, but also slightly more dangerous.
See if I can kill it. Oh no, I can't do it.
Oh
Run!
my gosh.
Oh no.
Run.
Oh, this is
Oh
dangerous
no.
times here.
I'm scared.
Remember what I said
am
about it
actually
being a
scared.
safer way?
I'm
It's
gonna
not a
die.
safer way.
I'm gonna die.
You are both one hit from death.
Wait.
No, we're fine.
I can't see. He's gonna
I'm
hit
coming
me.
back. I'm coming back.
Okay.
Oh, I relied too heavily. Now that I'm safe, I'm going to go
We have
take
a
out
little
my,
bit more time if you
take
want
out
to
my
go play
revenge.
around more.
There, look at that. You just,
Do you want to go play around before we beat it since we have a little bit
I
more
might
time?
just throw you into
Dude.
harm's way. There.
What?
Oh, there it is.
So you can get some coins. It's fine.
I don't think you,
You
were
got
thinking about
coins.
me then.
I was thinking about the
No,
coins.
It's true. All right.
Here, I'm gonna
Okay. Oh gosh. Ah!
vexing me. Okay,
Ah!
he was vexing me.
Dude, I'm feeling vexed. Are we gonna go back or are we gonna beat it?
No, wait, I don't know. Let's just kill some people and.
Dude.
There's no people here.
I
That's
know.
true. Well, there's stagehands back
Dude,
there.
I'm going.
Okay.
And I'm taking you with me.
I want out.
Too bad.
This
Oh,
isn't
gosh.
what I asked
Oh,
for. This is what happens.
Oh no.
Now I'm gonna go
All
win.
right,
It's up to
that was
you.
karma. I deserve that.
Yeah, we did get a little on the greedy side.
We did. No, don't
Okay,
die.
no, I'm not
Okay,
dying.
don't die.
This is important
Save
now.
me first. And then.
This just went totally
So
haywire.
as you can see,
Oh,
you really need to work with your teammate to ensure
Nope,
that
I'm
you
gonna
make it
win. All
through.
glory to me.
I would really hate to see what happens if you guys were actually working against each other the entire time because
I feel
you've
like
been working
That's like
together.
the secret plot.
I know. Little did you know all along.
Let's see. Oh, I'll just do. Oh, you
Nope.
went into the foreground.
I know, because I'm taunting you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go win now.
All right.
Yay! And I freed you.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that went a little bit lopsided at the end, but that's fine.
But we had fun.
It was pretty amazing.
Because the game is adorable, and I really love the two-player. It's my favorite. I highly recommend it.
Well, thanks for showing us a look at both the front and flip sides of the new Yoshi game for Nintendo Switch, as well as the cooperative mode.
Yes, co-op.
And let's see, up next we've got the Salmon Run mode in Splatoon 2, so stick around. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.